Hey guys, welcome to Hinamizawa, blah 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 blah. We're on Watanagashi. It's the second episode. It's the gag because get it? Because it's actually like the ninth episode, I think. Anyway, we will go
Delivered as
to
eloquently as
Wars.
Keiichi would deliver it, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Truly. And as passionately, too.
After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on edge. I saw a glass of water, so I had to take a shot of water. There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I had been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee.
Maybe that's the reason why
she's gonna ice him.
Why Keiichi's stiff.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Alright, who wants Mion and Shion this time? I can take them again if you guys want, but... Alright, looks like
You'll be
You'll
be everyone else's voice slave, congrats.
Alright, cool. Here you go. Iced coffee on the house. Just bring this coupon with you to the register and it'll be no charge. No charge? Damn, nice coupon. What is it, a gun? My patheticness really knew no bounds, as well as my skills with guns. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on her offer.
Did our old sprite have the gun, too?
Not on the Angel Mort one.
I don't think the Angel Mort sprite had a gun in full view of everyone. Even though it had started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. Also, you guys know that by saying gun so early in the video, like, we're ruining our monetization chances.
Oh no, the monetization of this channel that gets like 10 views per video.
The last one actually got 1.26 million.
By the way, even though it started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I had completely ruined it.
But you saved my hide there. I've really come to see you as reliable.
Even I was scared, but Kei-chan was in trouble, so... I had to be brave and do my best. While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Mion made a show of folding her arms boldly.
Shion, really, thank you.
I was thanking Shion, but I really wanted to thank Mion. Mion, really, thank you. Now, cheer up a little. If you feel indebted, when you have the chance, you should help somebody in need. Like, for example, if I'm ever in trouble, please come and save me.
Yeah, of course. It's a promise.
With our scrawny little arms, absolutely not. You absolutely have to. Taking advantage of my words, she seemed happy about my promise. So if I'm ever in trouble, Kei-chan will come and save me. I hope trouble comes soon. Ah, you finally smiled. She said as she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek. I mean, who hasn't been freaky so far?
I mean, Satoko and Rika haven't.
What are you talking about? Satoko's setting around traps around the classroom.
That's a different kind of freaky.
And Rika
that's goblin
is, like,
freaky.
Hanging around old men or something. Anyway.
That's a really bad connotation.
Yes.
A downtrodden Kei-chan is as good as an imposter. Come on, smile, smile. This is a good line. I really like this line. That doesn't make me worried at all. Ugh.
It's actually just an Among Us reference. Sorry. That tickles, stop!
Kei-chan, such a sussy baka.
Oh my god. Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a bit. All the muscles in my body that had stiffened because of the incident finally began to relax a little. When you're in a better mood, don't you get a little hungry? I'm sorry, I'm like losing it right now.
Already.
I mean, look at this line. What is this line? What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't just say that. When you're in a better mood, don't you get a little hungry? I'm kind of hungry, so I want to eat some pancakes or something. Do you want some too, Kei-chan? Oh my god, she's hungry. I was born for this role. I wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any.
They're good, right? I'm pretty picky when it comes to pancakes.
Don't worry. Our pancakes have a pretty good reputation. Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee ordering from another employee seems kind of weird.
Hey, speaking of that, weren't you in the middle of a shift? You've just been slacking off while talking to me.
I told my uncle that you saved me when I was surrounded by hoodlums, so he's rewarding you. So I have the manager's permission.
That's exactly the opposite of what happened. Is that alright?
It's perfectly fine. By the time the pancakes arrived, we had entered into a relaxed conversation. But are the pancakes good? As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food, really nothing more than idle chit-chat. Talking together like this, I once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. Hey now, that's funny talk, Keiichi and Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. I cannot wait for her to show up in full view of everyone just to prove Keiichi wrong. But given that, how come our conversation was this different?
It'd be funnier if Keiichi is right.
No, here's the funniest. I was talking about this with some people earlier, but the funniest would be if, like, if she shows up in full view of everyone this chapter, including Mion, and Keiichi was still right. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I think that would be great. Anyway, but given that, how come our conversation was this different? We'll see if that happens, I suppose. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you?
That's not true. If she were a guy, I'd punch the living daylights out of her.
I think the reason you guys get along so well is because you have that kind of platonic relationship. That's a pretty rare and enviable thing to have, don't you think?
I don't get what you're saying. But it really would be a waste to treat her like a girl.
Hey, Kei-chan, that's sexist. Hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection.
Holy
Keiichi
shit.
has never
What?
introspected a day in his life.
Is this the same Keiichi?
This is not the same person. He really is an imposter.
He got fucking body swapped. What happened here? What?
Maybe he really is an imposter.
This really explains a lot about his line about the other Keiichi inside of him at the end of episode 1.
Oh my god.
The real Keiichi would never do that.
Oh my god. What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Go ahead.
Keiichi split. He's like a prism.
I have a feeling there's gonna be like either split personality or twins bullshit. Or both. I'm leaning towards both right now. Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have. No reservations. Head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life probably would have been a lot more fun. Of this, I had no doubt. That's so specific. Why are you being so specific? Ryukishi, what are you doing? What are you cooking?
Don't ask.
What are you
Never ask
cooking?
Keiichi what happened 5 years
What
ago.
are you cooking?
Never ask Keiichi what happened 5 years ago.
Literally what?
What is Keiichi's sin?
Literally.
It's actually funny.
what?
No, it's funny to think about this because 5 years ago was also when the Watanagashi murder started.
Oh my god. No.
Maybe Keiichi
what is
is all along.
happening?
Maybe Keiichi was the 5th person who disappeared.
Anyway, then what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant, as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. I swear, the meta text in this chapter has been wild so far. Anyway, and for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago, only because I was a friend of her sister's. Yeah, we only met 3 days ago, and no times before that, I'm sure. The difference between Mion and Shion: friendliness, familiarity. Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I had stopped listening to Shion.
Based.
Rude.
He stopped listening to women.
Hypothetically, okay? Are you listening? So, let's say, hypothetically.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm listening.
And this is just a hypothetical question, okay? Both me and my sister are in trouble, okay? We're dangling off the side of a cliff. Which one of us do you save? You can only save one. She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice.
That's not a nice question. I want to save you both, but I can't do that, right?
Right. You can only save either Shion or Mion. Who do you save? If it were Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place, as it's something she could easily get out of herself. But what about the normal, frail Shion? I guess I'd have no choice.
He says after being saved by Shion.
It's not my sister, right?
She has a charisma build.
True. If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I can confirm or deny it. She should have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine. In other words, that's it, isn't it? My sister is... Huh? Sorry, I messed up what I was trying to say. Shion was trying to talk in a lighthearted manner, but I felt there was something more behind her words. What? Something more behind people's words in this one? In this book? Nuh-uh. Never.
Never.
That
It's
has
only face
never
value.
happened even once. Thank you, Ryukishi. Very cool. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion?
How would that even be possible?
Not
They're
being
two
able,
different
Stand.
people.
not being able to put a finger on
Astral
exactly what
projection.
it was vexing.
That's your projection.
If you notice, Shion doesn't have a crystal on her, so she cannot protect against astral attacks. That's a good point.
Oh my god.
That's a subtle clue, I think.
That's why Mion carries the gun. The gun's loaded with crystal bullets.
This is really
Hmm.
deep. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around. More importantly, just now, were you surprised when everybody kept on showing up?
Of course I was. If it were Rena or Satoko, that would have been one thing, but for all of those people, young and old together, they were all from Hinamizawa, right?
Yeah, that's right. Everybody in Hinamizawa is pretty close-knit. An enemy of one is the enemy of all. Nobody is going to look on from the sidelines. They're a pretty reliable group of residents. I'm sure that won't come up again.
If somebody's being picked on, then everybody unites to get rid of the bully. It kind of sounds like the Mafia or the Yakuza's brand of unity.
You shouldn't say something like that. It's something you should be thankful for. You were saved by that unity, weren't you? Never forget to show some your appreciation. I half-heartedly agreed. I knew full well I should be appreciative.
Everybody really is close-knit, aren't they?
Maybe it's because of tradition. Hinamizawa has been in danger of becoming a ghost town on several occasions. There's been a history of the villagers uniting together each time to fight for the village's continued existence. For example, Keiichi, did you know about the Hinamizawa Dam project? Oh wow, we're just going right there, huh? Yep, okay, cool. So I think this is starting to confirm that if he had just fucking talked with his friends in Arc 1, things would have gone very differently. Anyway, Hinamizawa Dam Project. Let's see. I feel like I've heard somebody talk about it before.
No, couldn't possibly be.
He read the script for the previous chapter.
Yeah.
That is true.
About 10 years ago, there was a sudden proposal to build a dam here, which would have submerged Hinamizawa underwater.
Oh, that story. I think I heard my dad talk about that. I'm pretty sure that plan was cancelled, right?
I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Is
What?
actually Keiichi's dad?
I'm sorry!
Tomotage is actually Keiichi's dad?
I think I heard my dad talk about that? So this whole time it was like public knowledge? Keiichi, you fucking moron! Oh my god! You
Hold on,
fucking
what is to say?
idiot.
I'm pretty sure that plan was cancelled. Did
Guys.
you not hear what Shion said in the literal previous slide? Do you have gills?
Which would have. This is literally the most
This
brilliant
line-
protagonist of all time.
I'm sorry,
Like,
I'm gonna
that-
screenshot this line because this line actually makes me so angry and I love it.
Batman wishes he was as good of a detective as Keiichi. Sherlock Holmes wishes he was Keiichi.
I cannot believe how dumb Keiichi was in Onakakushi. I feel so vindicated. Anyway, moving forward, we made them cancel it. Everybody banded together. So that was a well-earned victory. You know, after we stabbed the damn site foreman, that is.
After we turned him into Exodia.
Not stabbed, yeah, mutilated, maimed.
That sounded pretty much like the
Dismembered.
story I got. I heard. The protest intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended. The whole story with the dam apparently started before I was born. At first, the proposal was only for exploratory purposes, or a small dam to control erosion. But then, the cat was let out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. We should probably pay attention to this because there's the thinking music in here. Anyway.
The wording is also really interesting because she mentions that it was about 10 years ago, and then also says in a weird way, started before I was born.
Oh, I
was
didn't
assuming it
even
meant,
catch
like,
that. Shit, you're right.
Well, I was assuming that meant that, like, it started
Oh.
before she was born, but it was cancelled
Wait.
after.
Hold on. Yeah, no wait, GM's right. I think this has to be...
And the first
like
murder was
Mion
5 years
Shion.
ago, as we know.
This has to
The
be
first
like
murder was
Mion
also
Shion
5
then,
years
because
ago.
there's no way like actual person Shion is 10 years old. Or like 5 years old.
She could be a homunculus for Mion.
I
She
don't
could be a
I
homunculus!
don't think she's a homunculus. I don't think there's been any evidence to say that she is a homunculus.
Have you considered
evidence-
that maybe
I'm not
that
opposed
maybe-
to the idea necessarily, but I think
The evidence is right before you. She
Yeah.
pointed it out.
we need to see the homunculus creation chamber, okay? Anyway.
Oh, so if you don't see the homunculus
Okay.
creation chamber, that means homunculi don't exist? Wow,
Oh
Roman
my
doesn't believe in
god!
magic.
Look, we need
doesn't have love.
some evidence that homunculus are real. before
Look,
I
there's a
start
lot of
going
evidence
with
that the
theory.
homunculus are real.
No,
he
there
claimed that they're
isn't.
real.
No, there isn't. Anyway.
Shion literally just said she's less than 10 years old.
What do you think
Okay,
Satoko
but
is?
that is an interesting line. Good catch. The protests immediately began. Petitions to cancel or relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. What kind of diet? Keto? They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowners sued the government, stating that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and that the transaction should be nullified. Owners of yet unacquired land split up their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project. It was all very precious when the land acquisition was still about money. Eventually, they started relying on eminent domain in order to seize the land. It started at that point. the riot police began to get violent.
Riot police. You mean the police? Why would they act
This is
violent?
a translation thing. This is definitely a translation thing.
I was about to say, that's definitely like that's like a
Why-
weird lost in translation thing.
Why would the
Can't you
police
switch
ever
it back
act
to-
violent? I can't think of any reason.
The riot police? The riot police. Really?
You mean the police?
The
The,
riot-
ones that are riot?
Yeah.
The rioting police.
They punched. They kicked. There was a time where I was hit. Right around here, I think. My skin split open and a whole lot of blood spilled out.
See,
punched like a
this is the
6-year-old.
homunculus inheriting the memories of the original.
That's not
Yeah.
how that works.
They can be implanted.
It was made using Meon cells, so...
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Saying that, Shion indicated her temple by poking at it.
What happened to the... Why would you ask that question? Wouldn't you ask about the person who was hurt in front of you? What about the poor police who kicked you in the head?
I
Is this
I
conversation
guess
dropping
that's a valid
Keiichi's
question.
IQ?
Okay, Sagi, if anything, his IQ is vastly increased from last time.
But every line
I
is
don't
slightly
think
stupider
so.
than the last.
Okay,
what happened to
I
the
mean, this
poor
is
guy
a-
that punched you and split up your forehead,
I
bro?
mean, this is a valid question because, like, Hinamizawa isn't crawling with police right now. So it is a valid question.
I mean,
just maybe not the most
okay.
pertinent one to ask. I'll be fair here. Let's be fair to Keiichi. Let's call him out
Think
when
of
he's
the poor
actually being
police
stupid.
officer that, like, probably split their knuckles punching a 10-year-old child.
Filing a complaint
I mean-
against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason.
It's so weird to file a complaint about a police punching a child.
Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties.
What, fucking like
What?
6-year-old
A
Neon?
child? A child?
I mean,
What?
that's literally what they do in real life, so I'll give it a pass.
Well, in America.
They do that in other places, I promise. Anyway, my nana went off like a firework. After that, it was amazing. Like a full-scale war. We weren't just going to sit by and idly file complaints. We went on the offensive.
My nana went on the firework could not be a metaphor, and she could have been, like, sacrificed and exploded
I
in the alchemical ritual.
I don't think they lit a firework under Mion's grandma.
No,
No,
she just
like,
turned
she
into a
was made
rocket,
into one,
naturally.
yeah.
Oh,
She beca-
okay.
They sent her into space and she became
You know that,
Oshiro-sama.
you know that one video where Gus Fring from Breaking Bad turns into a rocket? It's just like that.
No.
I see.
I'll post it at some point.
First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to say that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assemblies, saying that the prefectural governor ignored his constituents when he approved the project, and demanded his resignation. That's a lot of big words. They completely and thoroughly denounced him.
Why didn't they do that just, like, off-rip?
Naturally, in Hinamizawa, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government repressing the citizens, and aired it nationally. That's pretty impressive. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT teams had their hands cuffed.
They arrested the SWAT teams. They're the
Day
police
after
now.
day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. Either that bore fruit, or the government finally decided against it. Or somebody was murdered at the dam site. It was announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago. Because somebody
By the
was
way, this
murdered at the
isn't
dam
Shion saying anything. This is just Keiichi already knowing this.
I think it's more omniscient.
it's one of those. It's one of those narrations.
It's funnier to think
that's,
of it that way.
It's one of those narration bits that's mentioned as like, yes, abridging the explanation given.
Yeah. Because otherwise...
But it would be
we'd
incredibly
probably be
funny
here
if his
for
dad just
hours.
told him all that.
We did everything we could. They probably don't need to explain every single event that happened right now. We'll probably get to see some of them later. Anyway, we did everything we could. The entire village banded together and fought. At that time, we were desperate. But now that it's over, it's actually become a pretty good memory. The villagers' feelings of solidarity and unity still haven't faded. Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. I felt those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
That kind of solidarity is pretty nice. You don't see it too often. Bridging the generation gap and unifying the region.
I think so too. The damn project was a trial. I think that just the fact that we were able to overcome it is huge. Huge. Why did I say huge?
Huge past tense.
the feeler I mean, it is huge past tense, to be fair. The fear I was feeling until just now gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now, I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers, prepared to defend their homeland to the death. The sense of solidarity that it fostered. It might seem impudent to say this, but I was a little jealous. I swear to God, this is not the same Keiichi from Chapter 1. We had a body swap at some point. If I had
This
been
is the alternative
He said it
universe
explicitly,
where
he's an imposter.
Yeah,
Or he's slightly smarter.
Said outright.
like this is a okay. If anyone here is a homunculus, it's not Shion. It's Keiichi. Okay.
Maybe they're both homunculi.
I think
Maybe
it's,
every chapter replaces someone with homunculus. And you just have to
Just-
figure out who
Maybe
it
this,
is.
like they
maybe
just
this takes
keep
place.
replacing people. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe this takes place in an alternative universe where everyone is a homunculus, but that doesn't mean anything. Everything's
my
just the same.
It would make
Just
sense.
the same. Then why?
No,
what is
wait,
it,
hold
what
on.
difference does it make?
Everyone's a
Makes
homunculus,
sense.
but it doesn't make any difference.
But like, why? Why would
Oh,
that
and
be
then
the
the
case?
third.
It's
Slight
it's
spoilers,
clearly
in the
true.
third-
It's so obvious.
Slight
No, hold
spoilers,
on.
In the third episode, they become cardboard cutouts.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
But also think about it. A bunch of people died in Chapter 1 in Onikakushi who are now alive. And the only sensible explanation is that this is set one entire cycle of humanity later.
We're in a
Because
different
time is
kalpa.
cyclical.
I understand now.
Yeah.
exactly.
And these are just the homunculi of the original.
We are
And that's why
truly-
Keiichi's acting so straight.
We are truly living in the Kali Yuga. Any Buddhism fans in the chat?
We Buddhisting
That's
it up.
Also, it's just made in heaven activity.
Actually,
bro.
wait. Is Kali Yuga Buddhism or was it Hinduism? I forgot.
It's Hindu. It's
Oh,
Hindu.
God fucking damn it. Are you sure though? I feel like I
You're a
remember
Toho
being-
fan. You should know this.
Oh my God. Why do I not remember this off the top of my head? If I
It's
had been in
Hinduist, yeah.
Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I might have been able to share in that sense of solidarity. Also, give me 1 second.
If I had been in Hinamizawa when the protest next to the dam was going on, I might have been able to get punched in the head as a child.
This punch like a 6-year-old girl in the head. Like what?
Alright, sorry guys, time for a mukbang stream. Hold on. Alright. Got my paper
Who
bag.
you
here.
mucking?
I really like the texture of this bag. And inside we got some Mickey D's.
He truly is a Pokemon fan, given that he wants to bang Muck.
That's not what I said, but okay. Anyway, so there's
Destroyed him.
There's gonna be food noises for a bit while I finish my food. So I'll continue forward, but I'm not gonna be able to narrate very well. So I might also just actually mute myself for a little bit, but yeah, okay, here we go.
I can take over the narration for a little bit.
Ted should narrate with his mouth full.
Someone should take Shion now.
Kei-chan, you weren't here at the time, so I don't think you can fully feel the solidarity in the village. But everybody shares it. Thoroughly. Even with somebody who just moved here like you, Keiichi.
He couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here.
I can't believe you turned to a noir detective.
Even though they were strangers whose names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside of me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my neighbors. I thought that was natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me.
Sonozaki-san, the manager wants you to work the floor.
The more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time for work.
Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, looks like I'll have to get to work now.
It's fine.
Oh.
Okay, fine. It's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun.
Keiichi pausing when two voices come out of his throat at once.
Multi-personality disorder developed.
Yeah.
It's real. Oh, are you going home?
Yeah. My mom gets fussy if I'm not home by dinner time. It seemed that Shion wanted to say something, but she swallowed her words like we hadn't talked enough. That kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted saying something that had disappointed Mion like that. I was about to say that I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat.
Here, if you use the coupon, it should cover the pancakes as well.
Bro's getting an entire free meal. Holy shit.
Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
Convenient, isn't it? It's a perk I get on top of my salary.
3 pancakes. It's okay. I can pay for the pancakes myself.
Hey, being so reserved doesn't fit you, Kei-chan. If I were my sister, you would have gladly let me pay for it.
She said as she laughed, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me.
Sonozaki-san, sorry, could you take care of the register?
Yes, right away.
Also man the grills and scrub the toilets.
Later, today was fun. Saying that, Shion smiled one more time at me. I like this later inside the caption. Oh, Mion, thanks a lot for today. I owe you one.
If you really think that, then return the favor. I'm looking forward to it.
After I said it, I realized I mistakenly called her Mion. I didn't even see what that line was.
It was just, I didn't know if she realized it or not.
Well, he can manipulate the time of day. Keiichi's powerful. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine.
Very
That's
important.
powerful. It might seem like a waste at first
He's
glance,
a family
but
guy.
you could say it was an important time. He's an American dad, wow. But you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia, all things that teenage boys love. After dinner was valuable time, well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. You idiot. It's you idiot. It's obvious that Tokyo Tower's taller. Ah!
What was that?
Today, I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably.
Keiichi. Phone call from Sonozaki-san.
Okay. Sonozaki, that's Mion. It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities or polio injections. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was Mion we're talking about. She might even go as far as to say we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m.
Wow, just like in real life.
They could have put the hands on the clock. Hello? No way we're having a club battle right now.
Huh? That's not it. I mean,
It was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be she has multiple personality disorder? Sorry. Could it be you're not Mion, but Shion? Nani?
that's right. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling so late.
For Mion, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking. But since it was Shion, it was natural. All natural. Even though they are both the same person. With a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling. What does that mean? No, it's fine. What's up?
Ketchan, do you like sweets, like cakes or desserts?
There's no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glutton.
That's great. Actually, there's a new dessert contest this summer.
Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts.
The desserts at Angel Mort have a good reputation. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. I'll get right to the point. Ta-da!
You have to prove you aced the taste bud score. You say ta-da, but I can't see over the phone. Still, could it be?
That's right. I have a taste testing ticket right here. If you don't mind sweets, how about it?
How's that for alliteration?
That's to say. When you say how about it, you basically mean, with that ticket, I can eat all the new desserts I want. They say to be beware of honey pots, but this is sweeter than any pot of honey. All you can eat free dessert? No way.
If you're okay with that, I'll register you as a taste tester. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name. Then everything will work out.
Keiichi overweight arc. When you say
Team
everything,
mukbang arc.
about to become a mukbang. When you say
just
everything
like
will
real
work,
life.
when you say everything will work out, you mean all you can eat for free?
Yeah, it's free. There's quite a bit, so I recommend you come hungry.
This was such a delectable opportunity. It was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't Mion posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap, was it? Paranoia is kicking in already. What am I saying? They're the same person.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking, Kei-chan. You're thinking, this is too good to be true, right?
Beep. I mean, I would never.
Bro,
What?
that heat, I swear.
I've heard from my sister, but you're really somebody who can't tell a lie. I'm not averse to somebody like that.
She fucking loves Pinocchio. Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh.
It's not like I was intending on it, but it just so happens that my shift ends early tomorrow. If it's not a bother, I thought maybe we could spend a little time together after I'm done.
Your shift ends early tomorrow. How peculiar.
Yeah. So while you take your time eating dessert, I'll finish up.
Well, I didn't have any plans anyway. I don't mind hanging out with you for a bit. Because you're stinky.
It's not like we have to go anywhere.
You get cooties.
Hello. I am done.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Hedge. Nice. Yeah, there was definitely a little line there that I will not lampshade too much, but a very funny one as a veteran of When They Cry.
Was it by any chance this series of lines? Was it those ones by any chance?
I was reading those. I knew those have to be like. I feel like those have to be some slight foreshadowing.
Well,
Slight.
is it foreshadowing? Is it backshadowing? Is it just shadowing? What's happening here? I'm so confused.
No, I know what you're talking about. There's no shadows. The lights are off. Everything is dark.
It's not like we have to go anywhere. I was thinking we could cool off in the evening when we take a walk. I'm asking you on a date, Keiichi. Get some fucking self-awareness.
I'll give you cooties, Keiichi. There's no reason for me to refuse.
I can take narration again unless you want to.
I'll take him a bit. I'll take him a bit longer.
Okay, sure.
So you've been doing literally everything this whole call so far. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on the offer.
By the way, Keiichi, you and I have been meeting up every day, haven't we?
Now that you say it, I guess we have.
Oh.
Since you said okay, we have an excuse to meet again tomorrow. Huh?
Huh? Nani?
What
was Mion saying?
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot it was you. My bad.
Keiichi's multiple personality disorder starts again.
Manifesting. Guys, this is getting out of hand. We have to kill him with hammers. And a drug that makes you kill you.
And hatchets.
We have to give him his polio shot.
Keiichi, your voice just cracked. What's the
She
matter?
could hear it. She could hear the multiple personalities. Ryukishi knew. He's writing in real time.
It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell I was beet red.
Well then, you should definitely come tomorrow. I'll take my leave.
Were video phones even
Good
invented
night.
in 1980?
I'm not
what?
sure,
Invented?
actually.
Video phones.
Like, being able to
Maybe.
call with video. Maybe? I mean, surely they at least had, like, screen technology.
I feel like they must have had something adjacent to like televisions, but for your phone.
Well, maybe it was
I
more
wasn't
like,
there.
Maybe it was more like specialized equipment back then. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up.
It's top
Good
secret
night.
military equipment.
1970.
The fact
AT&T launched.
that the fact that
It's
Keiichi knows
1983
about
right
video
now.
phones. The fact that Keiichi knows about video phones in 1983 really shows this isn't a monster from the future.
Yeah, we could be flirting with anachronisms there. That could be weird. Anyways,
He's a homunculus who was sent back in time.
Shion finished with what she had called to say, entered the conversation without any chit-chat.
Well,
When her
video
turn-
phones were invented in the previous kalpa, so of course the homunculus.
Oh! That makes sense.
That's the joke of this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. When I returned to the living room after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. She's fucking ancient. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went back upstairs and returned to my room.
I mean, of
She's
course
been alive since. She's been alive since the previous Kalpa.
She's been alive since the previous Kali Yuga. Of course she's ancient.
Yeah, she never died in the previous arc. She's been alive for a quintillion billion years.
I still
Damn.
contend that it's weird that she didn't die in the previous arc. Anyway, I'm not feeling like turning the TV.
I thought I already read the line.
Oh, sorry.
I've only been receiving favors from Shion, haven't I?
She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs.
There's no consistency.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's great.
Listen, I'm used to reading every single line, I'm sorry.
This is Keiichi's mental breakdown. It's perfect.
Sorry, I'm giggling. She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Mion at school. Ellipses, come to think of it, she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister.
Could even say she was a tuck hunter.
I'd have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow I'll have to repay her somehow. With cooties.
Oh my god.
I mean, they are going on a date, so hopefully.
I mean, can a homunculi even contract cooties? Also, take a shit.
Okay.
Homunculi probably can. It's like a universal disease.
Details of the Delinquent 3. Ooh. Also, I just got an achievement called Bob Mentality. Awesome.
We are the Delinquent 3. Something like that.
The Three Fairies of Light? Is this a Toho reference?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Alright, who wants Delinquent 1?
Just why you arresting us?
Bullshit! Let go of me!
Kuma-chan, you can let go of their arms now. Here, please sit down.
3 people rubbed their arms painfully. Kumagai-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly.
Just call him Bear Guy for short.
It's not even for short, it's the same length.
It's one syllable shorter. Don't get me wrong, I haven't arrested you or anything. Kuma-chan, go get me something cold from the fridge, please. Would you like your barley with foam or without? Also, get me some
barley
Twinkies.
tea with foam? Is that a
What?
thing?
Isn't he talking about a beer?
I was assuming he was talking about beer
about
too.
Beer. Never mind.
Why is he serving beer at a police station?
Because they're delinquents.
I mean, he does.
It's probably planting evidence.
He does give corrupt cop vibes, so this isn't that surprising.
They plunked down onto the reception sofa, and that's a great set of words. And despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. What I'd give to be young again. Oh, that's his monologue, I see.
I would sacrifice so many children.
What?
That's what he would do to be young again.
What a vampire.
I'll drink even if you don't, you know. Excuse me for helping myself. Beer is best when you drink it on the job.
Maybe he's sucking out their bone marrow because he's a manther.
I'm sorry. I need to screenshot this. Okay. Cool.
At this point, you can just screenshot every single.
As he downed the beer with glee.
Beer is best when you drink it while driving.
As he downed the beer with glee, the 3 people exchanged glances, then finally reached out for their cans. Pick up that can. They hadn't stopped being cautious. It was more like they didn't see a reason to refuse.
Even though the beer had the drug that makes you kill yourself in it.
They each opened their cans and began to drink the contents. Psych,
Notice how it doesn't say the beer inside.
Where did you guys come from? You're not from around here. You must have come from the previous Kalpa.
Oh god!
They weren't in the previous Kalpa. They looked at each other again, suspicious of whether they should tell him.
Are you all college students? Friends on a trip? You were probably traveling on bikes or something. Sounds like fun I wish I was having.
Dot.
You don't live close by, do you? Where did you come from? Osaka, perhaps?
What's it matter to you?
No, there's no use trying to intimidate me. You would have all been in a lot of trouble if I left you there, right?
I had gunk in my throat. They seemed to recall their thrilling event from earlier.
Thrilling event is one way to describe it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I could understand getting surrounded by students or a gang or something along those lines. They would have never been surrounded by a bunch of country bumpkins, by locals both young and old, both men and women before.
Not just the men, but the women and the children too.
Oh my god.
It was easy to imagine how scared they must have been of the country people.
If you were from here, the people of Hinamizawa wouldn't have done anything to you, no matter what you had done wrong. They're all special. Not in the sense of parents not wanting to get involved in their children's fights. If one person gets bullied, the village will come out in full force. That's not just an idle threat, you know.
They couldn't argue against that. They themselves had been surrounded. They'd seen it with their own eyes. There's no doubt about it.
Around these parts, if the people of Hinamizawa give you a glare like that, you'll simply get demoned away and no one will hear from you again. You'll suddenly disappear without a trace. Do you all have families that will get the police to search for you if you went missing? If not, then that's bad. You'll vanish and that'll be the end of it.
Why do I feel like he's alluding to something? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ooishi, please stop talking.
He joined up with the bad guys between seasons. Even then, we got there soon enough that nothing happened. If we'd been late, things could have taken a turn for the worse. If they'd been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on a couch right now. They might be lying on an autopsy table, which could have been more comfortable. Nefoo-foo-foo. Well, probably not. Anyway, perhaps they'd be a little more cooperative if we'd found them as corpses. What?
Maybe then we could find the drug that makes you kill yourself in their system.
Yeah.
How did you all get to Okinomiya? By train?
We could harvest their adrenochrome.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what Yashiro-sama wants.
Like...
That's not good. There's still parts there, aren't they? If you go waltzing in to get them back, they might really gang up on you.
That was it. We'll take them all. Calm down, calm down. Why are young people these days so quick with that shouting?
You don't want any more trouble, right? Tell me the bike license plate numbers. I'll bring them here for you. Kuma-chan, please borrow the loading truck we use for traffic disasters.
Got it.
Got it.
Get it.
Come on, it's actually
I don't know
also
who actually
Three
got it.
guys. That's 3 people.
Okay. Cool.
It's fine. We'll get them ourselves. I don't even know
Maybe
what the fuck that
Kuma's
voice
ritual
was.
went wrong in this kalpa.
Do you really
And the
want to
three
get surrounded
previous
again?
Koopas.
The police may not be fast enough to save you this time.
It's fine, innit? If we surrounded, they gonna get knocked down.
Hey,
Oh my god.
you three. You're drinking the barley with the foam, right? Try turning your engines on. I'll arrest you on the spot for drunk driving.
What? I don't like this scene. I don't like this Ooishi. Can we get a new one?
I like this
No.
Ooishi.
I don't like this.
He planned this out.
I don't
He's
like
got the
this.
Kenkaku.
I don't like this at all.
That's fucking dirty.
Your tax dollars are put to good use and bring all your bikes back here. Quit complaining and tell me the goddamn license plate numbers. you piece of
What?
Shit.
What?
What a bad!
Holy fuck!
Dude, the size of this man's ball.
Oh my god!
Oh, sorry. The three were hesitant to tell him the numbers. They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering them since they just bought the bikes.
This tip is crazy.
Well, that's what I thought. Huh.
Kuma-chan, go with that truck and bring the bikes back. Get the tough-looking red Yamaha, the one with the broken right taillight, and the white one that had the packing tape stuck to the seat. It's those ones. They belong to you, right?
They didn't answer. Those must be the right ones.
Ooishi-san, the truck is here, so I'll get going. Also, he knew the whole time? Oh my god.
He just
What?
wanted to fuck with them.
Kind of
He's
assumed he
literally
knew the
just
whole time.
fucking with them. This tip
Well, he was
tip
asking
is
for the license
crazy.
plate numbers, not the appearance.
Yes, please do. Wait, Kuma-chan, hold on. One more thing.
Can we beat these guys to death? What's up?
Can we kill them with hammers? Look up the numbers. You don't want to bring the wrong ones back.
The three people's faces changed color to a nice purple. They made themselves very easy to understand.
Let's take it easy here until your bikes get back. There's more beer, you know? We have some snacks, too. Want to watch TV? There's probably nothing on, though.
Nah, thanks. We's leaving. Don't want to hang here forever.
Suddenly, there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them.
Ooishi Splenda 6.
Their clearly overpowering stares nailed them to the sofa. Nani? What did we do?
Nani do we do, actually?
Going
Went
on a trip by stealing motorcycles, huh? Students these days have too much time on their hands.
Oh my god.
He's so cool.
That tip made me very
That was
uncomfortable.
great.
That was
Is he a fucking psychic? Where'd he get all that from?
what the fuck just happened?
The fact that they weren't sharing the license plate numbers because you would be able to trace it and see that it wasn't actually in their names.
Oh my
He doesn't know the fucking license
Holy.
plate numbers. He just got back to the station.
No, he's
yeah,
saying the fact that
but
they
he
weren't
knows
willing to
which
share
ones
it.
they are. He knows which motorcycles are theirs.
They got
He
knocked
doesn't
over,
know the
remember?
numbers.
You can take over Keiichi again.
Okay. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today, before Mion even said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger.
Bets
Rena.
on.
Okay. Keiichi-kun seemed kind of happy today. Did something good happen? Did it?
I guess it was obvious. Rena had questioned me with a happy look. I'm sorry, I double-clicked very easily. Anyway, that's right. Why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? No, if I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that were the case, then having Rena be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Rena, you'll definitely be jealous.
The second worst feeling ever is being injected with the drug that
Whoa,
makes you kill
whoa,
yourself.
whoa! What is it? What is it? I'm jealous. I'm jealous. This lucky thing. Is it cute? Is it?
Yes. Cute. I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms at Angel Mort kidnapping. They'd definitely be a critical hit.
Probably. It's probably pretty cute.
Who's
What?
like
I'm
breaking
jelly,
eggs?
jelly.
is somebody committing the Watanagashi killings right now? What is happening?
Yeah, what is it? What is it?
Anyway. What kind of fortune were you blessed with? Huh? Could it be you participated in the draw at Angel Mort about 2 months ago? And won?
Hey now, I hadn't even transferred here 2 months ago.
Oh, that's right. Then it's not the Angel's Dessert Festa then.
Me-chan, what is the Angel's Dessert Festa exactly?
It contains a drug that makes you kill yourself.
I love that.
There's that family restaurant called Angel Mort right by Okinomiya Station.
Family restaurant?
Family restaurant.
Every kalpa They hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's this kalpa, the Kali Yuga. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant is reserved for people who won the draw. Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night.
Rena will have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event.
Knock yourself out. By the way, this is just something I heard, but apparently there's a rumor that tickets are being sold on the black market for a pretty penny. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. Otherwise, I would have had to do a PS3 scalping. Or PS5.
It only comes once a kalpa, so naturally they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, exactly. This is the only
like
time
20
in the
bucks.
Kali Yuga you'll be able to eat dessert.
I feel like doing maintenance on a ship or something in the background. Just I heard hammering and now there's like a valve leaking.
That's me cracking open a soda. I didn't know my mic is that sensitive.
What was the hammer for?
Yeah, like an
Yeah, but who are you
that's
killing
like-
with hammers?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
That
Was it
crushing
the
a 2-liter bottle,
Watanagashi
so
ritual? Like, what was happening there?
It's sadly much more boring, but I was just crushing a 2-liter bottle, so it would fit in the trash more easily.
Oh, so you weren't...
Why do you got like a most ASMR mic of anyone ever? Like it picks
I
up like the
know,
slightest
right?
shit.
My laptop has decided it's going to do that now.
Nice.
I just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that ticket was much more valuable. So I ripped it to shreds and threw it in the trash. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again.
Thanks. I didn't know it was worth so much.
I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly. What? Did you say something? She's definitely a separate person, isn't she? She totally is. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it's a twin mystery. It's over. It's over, guys. It would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That smile seemed to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today, I'll thank Mion while she's Shion. Well then, this old man will take his leave here. The work today is gonna be a little rough. Later. Mion waved her hand energetically as she left.
Hey, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan has been kind of weird lately. Like she's elated or something.
Almost as if her social link went up.
What? You think so?
Rena was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Rena apparently felt something different.
You don't know, Keiichi-kun? I totally thought you knew.
Rena's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile.
No. What exactly?
I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she created, appear before me?
A persona? Social link?
Yes.
Ryukishi's writing in real time?
Yes. Something was blatantly up, but Rena paid it no heed.
Oh, really? I wonder what it is then. When Mi-chan is in a good mood, so is Rena. How?
Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why, but Rena was in a really good mood. Even though she just told me why she's in a really good mood, It was so infectious that I had to smile too.
Short-term memory problems, Keiichi timeline.
Keiichi is definitely smarter in this episode, trust.
I'm not so
he
sure.
is definitely smarter, but like he's still Keiichi.
Well,
he's so
smart
stupid.
and short-term memory
Like-
issues don't exactly
He's
contradict
graduated
each other.
from
Smart,
a
smarter
plant
is
to like a
relative
sheep.
term, okay? Anyway, even the chirping of the cicadas, not
Take a
don't-
shit.
No,
Higurashi.
that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't. Okay, even the chirping of the
Sorry.
cicadas seem joyful. We are not counting cicadas. They have to say
It's
Higurashi.
literally the same thing. No, now the Higurashi are crying, so you gotta take another shit.
But
That's
you see,
no. Rena abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber
Wait.
one.
was she spinning all the way to this like
Yes.
moon-like background?
Yes.
Yes.
She's Sonic the Hedgehog.
She's been
She was
spinning the
dashing.
whole time.
You see, Michan, lately, she's been in a lot of pain.
What do you mean, pain?
The pain that Rena was talking about probably wasn't physical.
At first, she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal, but like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually, she was no longer able to bear the pain, and she woke up in the middle of the night. And then she phoned Rena. Michan was crying.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Huh? What is Rena talking about? What?
Her memory is just as bad, clearly.
Hey, don't play dumb like that. Just now you said
I don't know. Rena doesn't know anything. How?
Oh my
That
god, Rena's
sounds like the-
Plato?
Oh my god, it's so true. Rena in the cave.
Rena's allegory of the cave.
Rena spun as she laughed innocently. Wait, that solves the allegory of the cave, because if she's spinning, she can see behind her.
True!
Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steadied herself with her hand against the wall.
How? The room is spinning.
wait, the room?
The Room by
They're
Tommy
outside.
Wiseau.
They're outside.
They
That was
needed
dumb.
this particular background because it's the only one with a wall.
That's what you get for getting carried away and spinning like that. Well, no, it actually means that the world is only one room that's being painted over to represent different
that makes
places.
sense.
Sorry.
She's been hitting the cough syrup too hard.
Oh,
There,
I think I feel sick.
Oh no, she hit
There
the
was a-
codeine!
there was only ever one room.
She hit the scissor. Oh my god. The lean. The purple drink.
What?
Lean?
Look, see? Yeah, I'll even lend the dits a shoulder to lean on.
What did you call me?
The dits, apparently.
Oh, okay.
To be stumbling around like a newborn foal at this age is actually quite a feat. Rena.
Feet mentioned?
Oh my god.
No!
Not
Fuck
that
you.
kind of feat. Rena, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I don't think this is that kind of visual novel, but maybe we'll get a feat arc.
Yet.
I laughed.
Eventually we'll get to see a CG.
Oh my god, no. No, don't say that. I laughed.
What
What do you
Yeah,
think
like,
Keiichi's
sure.
first appearance will be in a CG?
with
Or
feet.
second, I guess.
I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rena had brought up before never arrived.
You know what
It's
to do.
almost as if the writer doesn't want to talk about it right now. And wants us to think about it for ourselves or something.
She called the Higurashi. They cried.
Higurashi told her to take a shit.
As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show, as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Alright, let's go. To Angel Mort. Teleport to the Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally ho!
One might even say it's a golden land.
Keiichi, Keiichi, get a different catchphrase, please. That does not work for you. I'm sorry.
Tally ho just becomes his catchphrase.
Tally ho
Yeah,
is not a good catchphrase for you, dude.
It's an
It would have been a good
Keiichi line.
catchphrase in the 1980s.
Maybe after he's
It would have been a
White
better
screen
catchphrase
transition.
in the previous-
Maybe
it would have
after
been a
he's-
better It would have been a
maybe
better catchphrase in the previous Kalpa.
Also, that ad in the background feels ominous to me for some reason. Look at the chef with his face in the shadow.
maybe after he stabbed Mion and Rena at the end of the previous episode, he was like tally ho.
That's his line that he
Maybe
says
he
after
wrote that on
killing
his
people.
manifesto too.
That's his line that he
Honestly,
says after killing
it is-
people. So after just before he headed to Angel Mort, he actually bashed Rena's brains in. And we're gonna fight
Oh my god.
That's the real reason that
When he was
piece
on
of
the phone-
paper got ripped out. It's
Right
because he
before he
wrote
in
his
the phone, he
catchphrase.
just whispered it into it. Tally ho.
Angel Mort had a Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday.
Almost maybe you want to say tally ho.
Hold on one second, I'm typing real quick. To let people know that I am busy.
She's tallying some hoes.
Would you say you're about to tally ho?
Yeah, I'm typing tally ho right now. Let's see. T-A-L-L.
That's pretty slow. So you know it's not a real catchphrase.
You know, he's not tallying any hoes in actuality.
Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today. Admitted by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men, and I had to beat all of them to death with a baseball bat, just to get in the door. Judging
This isn't a
tally ho-
Yakuza game, bro.
This would have been a lot easier. This would have been a lot easier if I had the drug that makes people kill themselves.
Yeah, but unfortunately he has to
You only
use
had that in the
first metal
previous
baseball
Kalpa.
bat.
The previous Kalpa.
This is the stupidest gag we've ever done by far. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy.
All of our gags are dumb.
I mean, this one is like just a
All of our gags are great.
like the bar keeps getting lowered. It's kind of impressive. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? To take pictures. I found out the answer when I passed through the cloud and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant.
Oh, are you a participant? Do you have a ticket, tally ho?
That's not your
Yeah.
catchphrase.
Yeah. Well, I was lucky.
As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What is going on?
Nani?
Their reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let up to 4 people inside.
Ah, so it's like that. Oh. Sounds like I should have invited Rena and the others. Thanks for the tip, but I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like the souls of the damned seeking succor?
Succor.
Like the souls of the damned seeking to suck me off.
The ticket can admit up to 4 people. Please bring us with you.
Bro, this is not otaku, this is a fucking grizzled war vet at this point. This guy was in the First World War.
He was in Vietnam too.
He was in Vietnam .5.
Wait, did we already read this line? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What selfish people. That's a good line. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like the teeth on a giant rake, and grasped at the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance.
What a heartless dick! Grab him!
Why would you grab a dick?
I was gonna say, typically dicks don't have hearts. So...
This isn't something to joke about. Oh, so he was...
I don't know much about homunculi anatomy. But I wouldn't rule it out.
it's proof that Keiichi was the homunculus all along.
I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the
See?
restaurant.
He's
not
homunculus, he
human.
can
It was like
fly.
I had entered a different world.
He got isekai.
Yeah, he got these guys from homunculus land.
The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside of this completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant.
Why would it be soundproof? There's a window right there.
The window was
Don't ask
soundproof,
too
please
many
understand.
questions. It's
It's that you can
bulletproof.
silently assassinate people in here.
It's also bulletproof.
Yeah.
With the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. Actually, that's a good point. A soundproofed room is a good place to commit murder. I wonder if that'll come up later.
Yeah. Surely not.
I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle. Oops.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mart. Due to today's Desert Festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask for your name and ticket? I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Maibara. Maibara. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name? Keiichi Maibara. My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way.
This is like a Revolver Ocelot moment, by the way.
Keiichi Maibara.
Keiichi Maibara. Tally
In
ho.
parentheses, Keiichi Maibara.
Exactly.
Yeah, instead of
This is a
you're
real
pretty good, he says
tally
tally
ho.
ho.
As we all know, that's Keiichi's famous catchphrase. I don't know why I even said that. It's just so obvious. The
It's been his
movie-
catchphrase since the first part. Like,
Yeah, he's
Why is
always
it only-
had a catchphrase, and it's
it's only
always
become a
been
big
tally
deal
ho.
now.
Don't you remember the first club meeting when he said tally ho when he picked the card?
I remember when he said tally ho right after murdering his best friends.
That's a joke I made.
The movie.
I remember when Ooishi was listening to what he was saying on the phone with his dying breaths, and he was like, "Oh my god, he said tally ho."
He did say that. That's true. That's how the chapter ended. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men
It's
in
weird that
their-
it was heated because the room was air conditioned.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. Sona, after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mart.
Hey, Shion. Thanks so much for today. I really appreciate it.
You were a bit late, so I was getting worried. I'm really happy you came, though. It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. Also, I have an epic theory. So it looks like this uniform has a bunch of cotton on it, right? Is that a Watanagashi reference? Is that a reference to the Watanagashi
Oh my god.
chapter? Anyway, As you can see, there are a lot of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Oh my god, we're gonna lose our virginity? Holy...
I doubt it.
This
Keiichi's a
chapter is
virgin?
going so well for Keiichi.
That's exactly how you know things are gonna go to shit faster and harder.
Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder.
She seemed like a boulder? What the hell?
I was thinking of how to
He's gonna
work that
punch
into
her.
a joke, I'm sorry. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Flutter like a butterfly? Is that a Umineko reference? Sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the Umineko reference inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. What, that's what it says? Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it.
Wow.
You can eat all of these things for free. No wonder what a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious.
Gold? An Umineko reference?
From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience, there were absolutely no gaps in the repertoire. Didn't he say the food sucked here last time? Like it was
No.
mediocre?
Yeah, but these are the new desserts. So
He's getting them
yeah,
for
we're-
free.
I think it was Ooishi who said that.
New kalpa,
free
new
food
desserts.
always is tastier. Free food is always tastier. You gotta understand.
This guy's never eaten from a garbage bin before.
How dare you?
Okay, maybe you've never eaten from a garbage bin because he's still right.
No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now.
It's an entire garbage bin's worth.
It didn't feel relaxing in here at all, probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation, and what things I heard.
Angel Mort so moe.
Yeah, that's definitely what that guy sounds like, 100%.
Me? I bought my ticket for 70,000 on auctions.
Craigslist.
I have a feeling this is a reference to a specific thing.
I know there's the Japanese Yahoo that has auction bits.
I've told work that I was attending a relative's funeral. The uniforms here are the greatest.
It's about $500 US dollar.
I wonder if the waitress would wipe it for me if I spilled some water in my pants right meow. Meow meow.
You'd probably get actually
That was
killed.
the last thing.
The dialogue has been substantially less hinged this chapter.
Why is he like a
There
cat?
are no hinges.
Why is he like a
There's
cat
no
boy?
doors you can have. There's no doors you can have here because there's no
Did
hinges.
this guy walk into the right place?
I think he meant to go into the furry one, actually.
The gay
Possibly.
furry
I
cafe?
heard they're planning on
Possibly.
selling Angel Mort figurines. We'll have to pay heed to the next event.
Speaking of which, that major figure maker decided to bring them out the line. We must confirm the release date.
A major figure maker, huh?
Yeah.
The problem is, there's too many variations to bulk buy them.
Pushes up glasses with one finger. If it were a normal set of family restaurant uniforms, there'd only be around 10 types. But including the secret set with different poses that are planned, there's 100 or so.
What are you talking about? How do you push up your glasses with more finger? Why would you need that?
What are you talking about?
It makes him smarter.
Do you push up the lenses of your glasses?
No, like the little bridge.
No. I'm saying
bridge,
that
yeah.
why would you use anything but one finger?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
you could use 2 hands hands and do it by like the part that goes on your ears. Anyway, someone.
There's a lot of
trade-
way to push up your glasses.
Someone.
Just the one
trade
finger
with
method
me
is
when
funniest.
I get a double. It's my duty as a fan to complete the collection right away. No, this is destiny between us. The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. I understood.
Such as
You
you
know
know
this is
how.
fucking
He
fake.
He wishes they were incomprehensible jargon.
That was
So it says
very
meow, meow.
comprehensible, actually. That
In
was very easy to understand.
The same chapter, Keiichi called Rika a lolly. I think that was in this
Oh yeah,
chapter
that's
anyway.
true.
Human trafficking.
He
human
knows.
trafficking, human.
He knows, he just doesn't want to
All of
admit
this.
it.
They still keenly convey that hidden between them was an invisible aura of abnormality.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair. Is something the matter?
Yo, new stand just dropped. Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair. What would its ability be?
Tiddly
Turns you into Sam.
It gives you diabetes.
That also works. No, it's kind of different inside the restaurant today.
Okay, so its
You
ability is that it turns all of your blood into sugar. Just like powdered sugar. Anyway.
I'll turn you to sugar. Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for that, so it's all well and good. But during festas, there's something of the more hardcore crowd. It can be a handful.
Why is Creeps the waitress? Why are we go back? Why does it sound like we're about to hear about Burger King foot lettuce?
That you're thinking of chills, by the way, not creeps.
Fuck.
You're really
That
close.
was-
I'll give it. He gets like 80% score for
I'm
it.
giving you a 0% instant fail. See me after class.
I don't care.
See me after class so that I can execute you by firing squad. Or with a drug that I
Oh,
can
he's not even gonna use the drug that makes me kill myself. What a shame.
I'm gonna use a needle squad, and one of them
He's not
has
even gonna-
drug that makes you kill yourself, and the rest
He's not
of
even
them
gonna
have
smash-
water.
He's not even gonna smash your head in with a book like a real teacher would.
The
Damn.
rest of them are just a saline injection. Anyway, the waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile.
The customers seem rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems a lot of the customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary.
You've got a waitress with a gun in here.
If you don't keep
fine.
if you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen.
Like, one of them might put their shoes in the lettuce.
True. What does she mean by keep your guard up? At that moment.
He might get
What?
he might get backstabbed by Spy TF2.
Real.
I see. At that moment, a large crash resounded throughout the room. It was Elon crashing out.
Elon Musk?
Yes.
The elongated muskrat.
Did you hear the recent thing he did? It's kind of really funny.
Did he blow up a new shuttle?
Oh no,
The gamer
not
bit?
yet.
He also did that, but
Oh wait, he did do that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, long story short, is that you know Asmongold, right? The guy, the cockroach gamer, that guy.
Kind of.
the dead rat for an alarm clock.
Yes, that guy. I fucking hate him, but this is really funny.
Gamer reaction YouTuber.
So-
Somehow worse than a normal
So
one.
basically, Asmongold said that he was suspicious because Elon has a level 95 character in hardcore PoE 2, even though he's the CEO of a big company, so he shouldn't possibly have enough hours for that to be possible.
And
So-
if he's a CEO, he can just pay other people to do it.
Yeah,
for him.
that's what he was being accused of, and instead of handling it with any sort of grace or anything, he unverified him and posted DMs that he had with him, which breaks the policy of his own website, by the way. And then
Nice.
basically threw a big hissy fit. It's really funny. Anyway.
Right off the heels of the H1B thing. Incredible.
Yep. I turned
The
around.
H1B thing?
Don't.
It's like
He.
Long story.
I don't want to get too deep into politics right now, but
Okay, I mean, that's fair.
he called American workers a certain word that I can't say on YouTube. It starts
lazy
with
should
an
fit
R.
it well.
Anyway.
Damn, that sounds like a pretty retarded decision on his part.
Oh my god.
Demonetized.
Okay, well, if the video gets taken down, I guess I know whose fault it is now. I turned around, startled, to see that a
Is
waitress
it easy
had
to
fallen
My
censor?
down
fault.
and spilled the
I'm
order
sorry.
that she was carrying right onto a customer. I'm not gonna bother editing. No. If it gets taken down, it gets taken down. I'm not gonna bother. I
Not
just
even gonna
can't
get
be
taken
asked
down.
To edit. If you guys want to edit for me, you can sign up to edit for me.
Susan,
It's not gonna get
what's-her-face is
taken
going
down. There's billion
Susan,
YouTube
what's-her-face
videos
is
with
going
worse
to
language than that.
is going to personally come to your house and shoot your kneecaps. And
I'd turn these videos into fever dreams if I had control over them.
Okay,
You don't
for
want to
real
give me
though,
that power.
let's keep the bad words.
keep the momentum.
Yeah, we can't.
I really would
We gotta
rather
stop-
not have to deal with that if possible.
Look, we gotta stop saying grown-up words like fucking mortgage. That's
You can
you gotta
say
read the stories.
you can say fuck. You can say fuck. That's fine. It's
Watch
okay.
your fucking language, Tej.
What's your
You know
mortgaging
what I
language,
meant.
Tej?
Anyway, I turned around, startled, to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I'm so sorry. Your food is,
Oh my god.
Oh, what have you done? The jeans that I bought at a certain specialty shop for a whole 1,800 yen are all sticky with frosting. Pant.
What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy.
How tragic. It seems that the waitress here will have to wipey it up from the bottom of her heart. Ugh.
The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction.
Wipey.
What did he say? Wipey? Did he want Shion to wipe him down? No.
Couldn't possibly be.
Right over that obviously aberrant tent, he had pinched over his crotch.
If we get demonetized, it's not because of me.
No, listen. Adult content doesn't get your video taken down when it's like a long ass VOD like this. But certain bad words might do that. Anyway.
Don't say mortgage, anyone.
Mortgage. Angel mortgage.
Oh, fine. Refinancing.
But that is... taxes. Oh wait, this is a 3-person one.
This is a crowd.
We have to do a 3, 2, 1, guys, and then we all go, okay? 3,
Alright.
2, 1. Wipey. Perfect. The wipey quickly spread throughout the room. This is making me very uncomfortable.
Fucking words. Can we go back to Ooishi extorting
Can we
fucking
go back to
delinquents?
Keiichi trafficking children? That made me less uncomfortable than this.
Can Shion start stabbing them already? Jeez.
Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity.
Sonozaki-san was tripped. Customers who do that to purposely get their clothes dirty have been on the rise recently.
Why are you chills?
So you're saying she was stripped. Then what happened now wasn't an accident? It was on purpose?
Whoops.
The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely won't end up like that. But Sonozaki-san is only a seasonal hire, So she had her guard down.
Why are you? What was that?
Australian Jill?
What was that?
Australian Jill?
What the fuck happened near the end of that?
This is beautiful.
Also, she's not a seasonal hire. She's a calpical hire.
Calpical hire.
Calpical.
It's a bit complicated.
Hold on. The customers today could easily pick up on that. So she's been. So she's been.
I'm sorry. Go on.
Fucking Christ. So she's been targeted since this morning.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. It goes from Chills to Arnie.
No, it went from chills
The
to
spectrum.
Australian, and now it's just pure Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, wait. Can somebody, guys, before we forget, can somebody please write down that the thumbnail for this session should be that, like, I Photoshop an Animorph of Chills turning into an Australian, into Arnold Schwarzenegger. just so that we have that down. Okay, anyway.
What's the manager doing? They should just kick those thugs out.
We're in the service industry, so there's not that much we can do about it. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Oh, I guess you could have taken that one. Oh well.
I'm recovering from.
Okay, fair. You're
The
in
incident.
recovery from whatever that was. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who had been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting cream-colored tent on the cloth on full display. Spill mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers.
I don't want to read that line.
Okay, fine, I'll
You
take
gotta.
it. Come, it is time for the Wipey. Pushes up glasses with single finger.
Yes, Skaven.
Sure, you want a recording if he's saying that up on the internet.
Yes. Wipey. From my
Yes, wipey man thing.
Yes.
Bro's turning into fucking
Wipey.
Porky from Earthbound.
Yes. From my mail.
It's turning into Mr. Pork.
It might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile wryly at, but from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. Would this not be humiliating if it was a guy doing it?
Nah,
I think Keiichi would enjoy it.
Keiichi would not enjoy this.
If-
Guy has no
well,
interest
okay.
in men.
Okay, but think about it.
Except for
Think about
Tomotage.
Keiichi if Ooishi asked him to wipey.
Oh, that's true! You're so real for that!
That's actually why they had to
don't
kill
wanna-
Tomatake off.
I don't want
He
to
asked
think
him
about
to.
that anymore, thanks. When I was trapped...
Based on the last tip, he'd just say wipey, bitch.
No, wipey, please, no, Ooishi, wipey.
He would call Keiichi his bitch.
No,
Oh my god!
When I was
That
trapped
is
by
just
those
true.
And then
thugs,
he would say tally ho.
when I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, tally ho, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me, tally ho. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partially to blame for this. And it wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. It'd be alright if I just consoled her afterwards. Even I was scared. But Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. When I, a man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought, tally-ho. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time, our roles were reversed. Hey, Keiichi Maibara, If you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keiichi Maibara? At that time, Shion, no, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her?
No,
Oh, go ahead.
no, resign yourself to your fate.
Your fate of Wipey.
Shut up, you greasy fat ass. Get out of here before I get angry.
This might be the best thing Keiichi has ever said. And there's not a lot of competition, so I'm just proud of him. Tally ho is a good
This
thing he
phrase
said.
tally ho is powerful.
And he says it like every sentence, tally ho. I grasped Shion's shoulder
Tally ho,
firmly
tally ho.
and pulled her behind me. Kitchen. What?
No, let me do that. Yonder waitress was the one who let mine pass.
Interesting
Yoda
that
was
there's
here?
no quotes here. Is this like in his head?
He psychically transmitted it.
Astral projection. Real.
The one who needs punishing is you. Enough with the empty words. If you're a man, talk with your fists.
Thud. Smash. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong. It's almost like they're grown men. No matter how you look at it, Athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code. I got that joke. That was a good one.
Many otaku are unexpectedly well versed in some obscure martial art. Don't be misunderestimating us.
Good reference.
Misunderestimating us.
The man smirked, showing off his gum line. Kei-chan, are you okay? Damn it. How lame must I look right now?
You were tripped, weren't you, Shion? They're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you.
That may be, but it was still my fault.
Whoa! One more time! Let's do it!
Tally ho.
Tally ho! That would have been the perfect time for Keiichi's
One more.
iconic catchphrase. Why didn't they say it? Snap, thud, crash!
Don't you go thinking that this is enough to make me give up. One more time!
I think you forgot a line. Could you just...
Yeah.
Could you just say
Tally ho!
Thank you.
Yeah, you did it.
Say the line, Keiichi!
Say the line.
Tally ho! Whack, snap, thunk.
Bro's getting his bones broken.
Oh ho ho, you're all talk.
I'm not done yet, tally ho!
Yeah! Rise, my will to fight! Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I
Edge.
closed the distance to the log ball.
Most of that line was cut out, by the way.
It's fine, you'll
They
get
could
to
just
hear
throw a
it.
plate at that guy.
You'll hear it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up on the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater.
He's activating his stand again.
As I stepped forward in that viscous deadlock reference, flow of time reference, I calmly measured the gap between us. That's a GOP reference.
That's a Kalpa reference.
That's not a Kalpa reference. With our
There's
difference
actually
in height,
JoJo's stand that has tally ho as their catchphrase.
with our difference in
I
height,
forgot.
reach was my ultimate advantage. That's why I declared it. There was an ever
Reach,
so
like
tiny
Halo reach.
there was an ever so tiny distance between us, where only my punch would be able to reach, like
Reach?
as in
Halo
reach
Reach
in
reference?
the game Reach Mahjong. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger.
It's not even close.
It flew towards his face slowly, like I was punching underwater.
Halo Mahjong.
Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, the fatso easily slipped inside of my punch, tally ho! Halo Mahjong, Master Chief, discard the 5 Manzu. I hadn't realized it until
This
now.
is a brain rot episode.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. But in this mired time...
I'm sorry, is that a Higurashi reference?
Meyer's Time? Is that a reference to Misery Meyer from Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past?
Yes. I hadn't realized it until now, but in this mired time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. Now the question is anything supernatural actually happening here? Because that would be fucked up if so.
He unlocked the ability to slow time just now.
I mean, he's done this before though, right? Because like...
Against a truck. So maybe it's only against larger opponents. Maybe it's only against larger opponents that he can slow time.
Yeah, it's a boss
Yeah, he has the
battle
giant killer perk.
His arm slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whiffed punch, and descended in an arc. That
Oh,
arm
whiff
swung
punishing?
around
Fighting
like
him
the
reference?
arms of a clock, and came in
Yeah,
contact with my head, twisting my upper body around.
Keiichi's jab is unsafe on miss.
Yeah. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This
Block
time,
us overhead.
he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Oh my god, it is Gop. Combining defense and offense. It was a brilliant counter. That's right. 3 times. I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think.
Holy shit. A dust loop?
In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment I was, that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Crash!
You like training, young man?
I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat.
Thankfully, you weren't injured.
So let me
The wall
just...
behind you on the
They're
other hand.
passed out.
I would just like to remind you that Keiichi thinks the entire village is after him in Chapter 1, and in this chapter, he can't even beat one fat guy.
Yeah?
Okay, to be fair, when you said that, I thought... Never mind.
Okay, but like, if the entire village was after him, they could just kill him literally any time. They could just...
That's true for literally anyone. Even,
like playing with
even
her
someone who can beat the
That's
fat
too
guy up.
easy. Yeah, it's too easy.
Well, yes, but like, I'm saying he can't even beat the one.
They had
So,
to
like-
have the kid with the hoe kill him. It's funnier that
Real.
way.
There's rules to this, you gotta understand.
There
It is a
probably
ritualistic
are.
killing after all.
I'm sure. Anyway, thankfully, you weren't injured. The more experienced waitress from before wiped the seat wiped the sweat from my
what?
brow.
The
I'm sorry.
The what from
I-
his brow?
I'm sorry. I thought
It's because
I
he
thought,
got hit by the stand
I
earlier.
thought she was saying she
so
wiped the seat because, you know, there was like whipped cream all over it or whatever.
The seat was on his brow.
While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over. Oh wait, holy fuck, we got Wipey! Let's go! We got Wipey! Are you okay? Doing all of that for my sake. I'm sorry.
Belly hoe.
I'm sorry
It's not
too.
Sion's line.
I wasn't much help, Talio. I've never won a fight before.
This might be the dumbest shit we've done so far. No.
You're welcome.
You were just trying to help. You're just trying to help make me happy. I'm not joking. It's just that I was thinking it was lucky that Kei-chan came here today. As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with the washcloth she was holding in her hands.
Yo, wipey!
Wipey.
So Nozaki-san, you can take your break now. You still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you?
No, it's fine. Even though it's just part-time, it's still a paying job. I want to work properly while I'm on the clock. So really, you don't have to worry about me. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff who spoke some sort of foreign language. That was reality, tally-ho. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. When you're done, you'll kill yourself, because it has the... We'll have you fill out a survey. Well then, I've got to get back to the floor.
Can you imagine someone watching the game through our playthrough?
If anybody's like trying to fall asleep to our playthrough, they have chosen a bad playthrough.
Wait, you mean fall asleep?
Yeah.
I hope you know I'm using this to introduce people to Higurashi. It's great.
Oh no. Oh no. After
It's
some...
perfect.
Are you actually?
Yes!
Oh no. That would explain why there's more views than I expected. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her.
Excuse me, could I borrow your phone?
The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where, tally-ho.
She wouldn't say that.
Why is tally-ho everyone's catchphrase now? What did we do?
It's a Higurashi custom.
It's a
part of the
Higurashi reference, you wouldn't get
No,
it.
it's one of the problems with being in the second kalpa. It's
Oh,
more unstable.
From upstate Utica.
I pulled a 10 yen coin from my wallet.
You know, come to think of it, 10 yen coins sort of rhymes with tally-ho.
This wasn't about
Totally.
saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight. Fighto nipa.
If I recall, one ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? Is it alright if I call over 3 more people?
Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list. Could I have their names?
By the way, when do we get our first nipa?
I can't say that on Natty TV.
Bright eyes.
I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation.
Is
He's
he gonna
calling
have like a
Ooishi.
CG?
There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk, tally-ho. The first is that I owe Shion, tally-ho. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is, tally-ho, that we're the most powerful club members in history.
Please add Rena Ryugu, Satoko Hojo, and Rika Furuta to the guest list.
Understood. I'll do that.
I just realized this is gonna be really awkward if, like, it actually turns out that Shion is not Mion. This is gonna be very awkward. The best and
Why
most
would it?
powerful club members join the fray. Because he's not inviting Mion, because he assumes she's already here.
Well, there's only 4 total as well.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna have to exclude
But
someone
yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
I guess so. They can bring down 1,000 foes.
I thought she said she was
asses.
busy earlier too, so...
You fat asses.
Yeah, but he just assumes that's her working at Angel Mort.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Tally-ho.
Tally-ho.
Oh, Rena.
This is a nice restaurant. Oh, the uniforms are cute. Rena wants to wear them too. Oh.
Please don't. Please don't, Ren.
On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved.
Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share.
Keiichi-san, enough of the charades. Let's get to the point.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the goblin's back.
Why is she doing the air fryer expression again?
Clearly, Keiichi doesn't own one. Rena and Rika-chan put down their forks when Sadako broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
I beg of you. I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength.
The three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior.
What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? Didn't it?
Actually, Mion's younger assistant Shion is working part-time at this restaurant.
Oh yeah, by the way, small note, but this like set of lines here was on the Steam page, and I thought it was like a spoiler where they were talking about Watanagashi. I guess it's not a spoiler.
It's a spoiler for Wipey and Tally Ho.
It's a spoiler for Wipey, apparently.
The Wipey arc.
Wipey Nagashi.
Actually...
Oh, whoops.
Oh no, I already had that. Never mind.
Okay.
That little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. Resembles her.
Resemble? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it?
I didn't know what to say.
If Keiichi says that's Shion, then that's Shion.
Nice save, Rika.
They might be twins, but can they really look that much alike?
They're called monozygotic twins. They really can look identical.
Why is
Oh, that's
Rena a
never gonna
biologist?
come up. That's never gonna come up again, I'm sure. That's why I'm just gonna screenshot a few times.
3 screenshots.
Put it
in the
in
same
multiple
frame.
times.
4.
I need to hang each one on my wall. Anyway. Rena gave the
Oh,
most
you're
plausible-
connecting them with like a red
Screenshot.
string and all that, right?
Yeah, he's got the bulletin board.
Rena gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced. I'm gonna print out one screenshot per person with a twin.
Well then, do you believe me? I'll get to the point then.
I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it.
That's awful. Poor Shi-chan.
However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be.
Jesus.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Satoko-chan, to admit that you lost and to seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiichi-kan chose to help Chi-chan rather than save his pride.
So pathetic.
Rena's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Sadako was calling me all sorts of names, but there were no malign intentions behind her words.
Then, what should we do?
Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind, with my own quiet resolve.
Well, I thought it would be something like that. It is a bit much for Keiichi-san to handle alone.
Huh? Then you'll help?
Of course, Keiichi-kun. We'll help anybody who's being bullied.
I remembered when I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about that strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maibara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight! Nippa!
Sorry, I owe you one.
You tried your best, but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad, how sad.
Rika-chan gently pat my head for me. But there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with the strong, dependable feeling of my catchphrase, tally-ho, of leave the rest to us.
The subtle meaning of tally-ho.
So mean.
It's subtle foreshadowing for when he says tally-ho.
Mion can't join us due to various circumstances, Ho, so I'll be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capability, tally-ho.
Yeah.
Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them?
From this point onward, anybody who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant, tally-ho. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions?
Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant, like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. We're gonna kill him. Rika-chan held up her hand.
What is it, Rika-chan?
Do we have to show mercy?
Of course we don't have to. We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister.
Then it's okay, Keiichi?
Rika-chan was serious. She brought the ritual hoe with her to claw at their necks. She was ready to pretty much murder someone.
I also brought the drug that makes you kill yourself.
Oh my god.
I've been putting in the mochi.
I'm counting on you, Rika-chan! Tally-ho!
I, Keiichi Marabara, shall assume all responsibility. Rout them.
Alrighty. Rena's doing her best too.
Sorry, please do.
Keiichi-san, you don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too.
Well then, everyone, let's give it our all. Go for it. Yay!
Tally-ho!
Tally-ho!
Yay!
Tally-ho!
Yay!
Yay! Thus, the most powerful war band the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat abilities. If all of them combined their strengths to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring.
Sonozaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7.
Sure thing. Shion carried the order to the tables, and hoped that she wouldn't have to do any wipey-wipey. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet.
Comrades, here she comes yet again.
This time we'll have her spill everything on my pants, and have her give out especially thorough wipey. It was the same wipey scheme. Why do we keep calling it that? Stop! It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
You gotta understand, that's their catchphrase, wipey.
Rena, this is Keiichi. Ambush them around tables 5 and 6. Rena, do you copy?
The restaurant's uniforms. So cute! Oh, I want to make them home. Take them home.
Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena.
God.
She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. Yuri moment? From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house. But when it comes to Rena, things are different.
Rena's just an ass person.
Cute mode,
Rena's just a cute
120%
person.
synchronization. We've won.
Blood type blue. It's an angel, tally ho.
It's an angel!
When Rena's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply.
It's because of her AT fields.
Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags. That's why we shot them in the kneecaps.
Now, my comrades!
What? That's crazy!
Excuse me?
Okay,
Excuse me?
I'll take this one. I will take the blame for this. Hail, my Führer! Shining Lucifer of the Haruma Mecca! What are you talking about? What is he talking about? What? A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Eat cats. 3 of them at once. Tally ho! He's British. It's confirmed now, basically. That. Yeah.
Yeah!
It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Oh, so that was 3 separate. Okay. I
Yeah.
guess it's otaku plural.
Otakai.
Otaka.
Ah!
What
is this
madness?
Madness combat. Rena teetered into view and
That's
gave them a
serious.
warning. Yeah, that's a
Oh. Oh, no mischief, okay?
I feel like
No
there's pretty
means no,
strong grounds
no.
to be rejected.
Rena's going to be the one to take her home.
This girl! What's with that strange technique?
The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out.
That's our Ramazan. No matter how many times I see it, it's always frighteningly quick.
Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Rena.
A self-defensive barrier. Now, where have I heard of this before?
The shield
SDF
from Halo.
even.
It's probably not important. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there, collapsing with welts on their hands or legs.
Oh. Keiichi-kun, this is Rena. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan. So I'm going to take her home now.
Rena, this is Keiichi. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home, denied. I repeat, permission to take home, denied.
What's she gonna do with him when she takes her home?
Then I'll just look. I'll just
Don't
look.
ask.
Oh.
You aren't ready.
I guess just looking is fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anyone who was clutching at their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises.
Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces. Proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiichi. What's your status?
This is Hatoko. That's a rude way to ask. Keiichi-san, exactly who do you think I am?
I think you're Satoko's evil twin.
Oh my god!
Satoko was in the kitchen.
She's putting nails in emoji.
She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with other chits and their destinations. Replete with the ordered chits and their destinations? I've never heard of that term.
Bit? What?
There's a
Or the
chit.
chip?
Yeah.
Take a shit.
It's a
Oh, is it
tool
like those
that
little
restaurants
slips
use
of
to...
paper?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, I think I know what you mean, actually, yeah.
And was now
It's so the
sorting-
servers know where to bring what.
And was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. I should probably just reread that line, we interrupted a lot. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with order sheets and their destinations. I was now sorting through the freshly made desserts.
Hey, what are you doing?
Putting the drink that makes you kill yourself inside.
Now, Sonozaki-san, it's alright. Just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you.
Oh no. A veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that had passed through Sadako's hands were delivered at once.
Help! Lots of cute desserts are coming. Help!
I think you noticed, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life.
Sorry, I'll be
I
back
know,
in a minute.
but help!
Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy even before taking your first bite. However, since Sadako had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of that fact were the men now stuffing their faces. This is... Nice. Almost right away, they realized that something was wrong. Also, that sound effect is 100% orange juice.
She mixed in orange juice, that's what she mixed in.
Satoko, what did you mix in there? It couldn't have been salt or Tabasco, right?
Nope, it was sewing needles.
My, what are you saying, Keiichi-san? You said No Mercy, my favorite campaign from Left 4 Dead. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I like to be very thorough.
As she said that, she twirled a dubious file in her fingers before putting it.
It's actually that makes you kill yourself. Incredible.
Rika, this is Satoko. The customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours.
Leave it to me.
Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan.
They bring like walkie-talkies.
Where could she be lurking? I don't know
Bluetooth
what our
headset, clearly.
situation is exactly. Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. The bathroom. That restless fidgeting. And the look of relief when they found a single placard hanging from the ceiling. That was the bathroom. Written on that placard was the word restroom. He used a different word just to fuck with me.
She's writing in real time.
If this confirms that he's writing it in real time, nothing will. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching at their stomachs.
And clawing at their necks.
I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom?
Mewtwo, not a number one, but a number two.
Oh, I wish I could have gotten that guy.
I need to cash out now.
This is the worst quote I've ever seen.
Where's the
Did you-
toilet?
Go ahead.
I mean, was it worse than the guy who's like Kyle earlier?
What do you mean, wipey?
No, the guy who's just like mind.
Yeah.
The Nazi guy, yeah.
Oh,
Why
that
was
guy.
that there?
Right. I don't think he was going for Nazi necessarily.
I'm almost going to bet Persona 2 reference. Play on the release order.
Okay, what else was he going for?
I have to wonder if
What
maybe
else
that was
could they mean?
was that something that like got like
I mean, Fiona just means
translated.
leader, doesn't it?
I mean,
Yeah,
sure, but
yeah,
you
I
don't
think the
say
connotation-
that.
Well, you
Okay,
gotta
listen,
understand
it was Japan, and it was a different time.
Well, okay,
It was
two
like
things,
2004.
Two things.
You know they
One,
were an
Japan
Axis
doesn't-
power, right?
Japan doesn't have as much of an issue with World War II Germany, and two, my immediate thought considering the mention of Lucifer is legitimately Persona 2. Because actual Hitler is the character in that.
Maybe that guy was just super schizocore.
Anywho, where's the toilet? I found it. You're in for it now. How does it keep getting worse? I felt dirty just thinking about what Sadako probably did to their desserts.
Oh, right, it's the drink that makes you shit yourself. Just like we talked about the last episode.
The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. I also like to follow men into the bathroom sometimes.
Why?
The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men. And it's a 3-person one, so... 3,
Do the countdown.
2, 1.
What is this?
Tally ho!
Tally ho! As I peered over to see what was happening. Whoa!
Tally whoa!
Hissing! It seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state. Damn that Sadako. What a frightening display of power. No, this wasn't Sadako's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees here to clean it up.
I can't do my business like this.
What do we do meow, comrades?
It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there was one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Sadako, she wouldn't have overlooked that.
Tripwire connected to a hand grenade in the bathroom.
Now that it's come to this, it's time for the last resort.
Why do I
Like
feel like
saw-
this character is going to come back?
There's like a saw trap in the bathroom.
Why do I feel
I
like
mean, it's
Already
Ooishi.
a saw trap.
this character
That
is going
character
to
is
come
Ooishi.
back specifically because I don't want him to? Like, that's absolutely
That character is
why.
Ooishi.
He's writing in real time, you gotta understand.
Well, they said at the start that like everyone in the restaurant right now is from Hinamizawa, pretty much, right? So like,
No, they said y'all.
He said they were far from far away.
Yeah.
Even I remembered that.
never mind. Faced with a moral dilemma, that man had only one other option: woman's restroom. Isn't using the girls' room going to get us in trouble?
I'm pretty sure there's no female customers today. Why did I think of that before?
Wasn't Reddit's hanging around?
These toilets are the best. What a brazen bunch they are. The men, sweat now pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Listen, you guys don't wanna do those lines, but like I'm cool with it. I'm okay with being the bad guy. Anyway,
You resonate with them.
no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Just so
You
we're
said
clear.
you're cool with them.
He's too gay to resonate with straight evil, you know?
Exactly.
Tortoise.
Anyway, the men, blah 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 blah. Anyway,
Meep?
no.
It really was a hand grenade.
There was a girl in there. It was Rika-chan, except she was
He had a
actually a
gun.
grenade bouquet. A pile of grenades stacked up and painted to look like Rika-chan. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. But the look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you.
This is, you see, Mademoiselle.
Meep. The men's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just want to borrow the toilet right here, right meow. Meow!
I hate this character so much.
Meep.
But I guess it's not right after all. Right, my comrades? Just by having a girl stand there in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way and try to do their business. This was the most they could do, after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, they would plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Don't say that!
Don't say those words
don't
together.
Say that. Don't ever say that. Now what are you going to do, fat asses?
Be careful, child trafficker protagonist Chan.
The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid. I'm still trying not to think about the child trafficking thing for now until it comes up again. Anyway.
Until it comes up again.
I mean, it will come up.
I can help you.
That would be much appreciated. How would you do that?
You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them.
Ah, I see.
That would be perfect! Please, please! I hate this.
This guy
At
is
this rate, I'll end up
awful.
becoming group... Oh god!
What?
At this rate, I'll end up becoming group enema
What
parade.
the fuck? What the fuck?
Ryukishi, what the
What
fuck
the
are you?
actual fuck are they saying?
These characters were explicitly made so that Ryukishi could write the most unhinged shit he could think of.
I like-
That is the reason
I like
they
it.
exist.
I also like that he's saying that to a little girl. I think that kind of makes it funnier.
We
It'll end up
literally
being
could
a
not
group
come up.
enema parade!
We literally could not come up with a more disgusting line. than
Okay,
Ryukishi
wait. Actually,
wrote.
do you mind if I take
He
the
beat us.
Do you mind if I take the cat one because I've been voicing a cat mascot recently? I
Oh
feel
my
like I
god!
could do
Alright,
something
sure.
terrible for this.
You
Here,
can.
Oh my
Here,
god.
let me cook. That would be perfect.
Tama would not say that.
Parade! At this rate, it'll end up becoming Group Emina Parade! Anyway, Rika-chan with a pleasant
Is this
supposed to
smile
be a
on her
parade?
face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture. What do I even title this episode? This has been a fucking mess. Oh my god.
Poo poo pee pee wipey wipey episode.
We gotta include
Wipey.
Wipey art.
Wipey tally ho. There's your title.
Wipey tally ho arc.
Tally ho Kalpa.
Oh my god. Madame Wazelle. Oh wait, sorry. Somebody else can take this one because I switched off.
Mademoiselle, is this toilet far from here?
We'll get there soon.
Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant.
Keiichi-kun, finish it. Give him hell.
Yeah, leave it to me.
I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant.
What is the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here.
Listen up, you Tabzalad. You know what happens if you set even 1 foot outside this door, right?
Whoops.
It's
Still
the cat
on?
one.
Cat
Wait, is
character
it?
go.
Oh, it is!
Tama.
It is.
What is the meaning of this preposterous statement?
Look! It's written right here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry. See?
You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside that door, you can't come back.
Boom!
Truth nuke.
Alright,
Oh, that's a triple
3,
quotes.
2, 1. 3.
You remember
Remember
this?
this? You all
Nice
remember this?
countdown. Nice countdown.
Yeah, that.
Wait, what? What do they mean by you'll remember this? That's a...
You'll rue this
Isn't it
day.
like... Don't they mean, like, usually, like we'll remember this? Like,
I don't.
Maybe
I
you'll
don't
They're
know.
kind of
remember
actively
this
shitting
when we
themselves
start
while
killing
saying that.
people on the night of the Watanagashi.
I don't want to guide anybody who said scary things like that.
Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off.
Thank you very much for coming.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. We
shall return.
Return!
God.
The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them.
pathetic. Too easy.
We did it! Yay!
Rena and Satoko clapped their hands together.
I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself. But when we get the group together, we set them packing like a herd of cattle.
With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Keiichi-san, you need to up your game.
Yeah, he really does. I was loath to admit
Keiichi-kun
it.
kind of sucked here.
But
You should have put
Satoko
poison
was
in their
right.
food.
Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them.
But I'm really glad we were able to protect Michan's little sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left.
You're blessed to have such wonderful friends, Sonozaki-san.
Is this Barbie? Is this Barbie?
Are you
Or they
goofy?
just poison people inside the restaurant. I don't think any of them would be happy to see that.
The veteran waitress was also smiling. I mean, I would be pretty happy to see those people get food poisoning, I'm not gonna lie. After the herd was
Yeah, but it's the
sent packing-
restaurant who's gonna suffer for it.
No, it's fine, they'll come back. After the
Yeah.
herd was sent packing.
They were in it for the gals and not the food.
Yeah, they weren't in it
Yeah.
for the food to start. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant because there was no more Wipey. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. You did that for me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen.
Like a proper woman.
Whoa, Chi-chan is cute. You really are twins. How?
Given Shion's personality, there was no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her.
I think you know this already, but Sonozaki-san is very grateful. I'll stop. As the representative of the floor staff here, I also extend my gratitude.
You've done like a different voice every time this has come up.
The store flap.
I can't keep it consistent. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
They
I'm just
have
pointing out that
multi-voice disorder.
I'm just pointing out that you've done like a different voice every single time they've come up. Clap, clap, clap.
And then everybody clapped.
The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant.
Literally everybody
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
But also the customers that were genuinely there to enjoy the desserts. Everyone was lauding our efforts. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return.
Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? It took a while.
I'm sorry. I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. I had to dispose of the drug that makes you shit yourself.
Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads. So she gets lost pretty often.
I feel like that line.
Such
There's
an
something
odd-
funny about this
odd thing to
line.
be yeah.
I'm sure that line will never come up again.
Yeah, that's not important.
That
She
doesn't
likes to
seem
go down.
important.
She
Pay
likes to
no
go down
attention to
strange
that
roads, like sacrificing people for the Watanagashi.
So she gets lost easily. That definitely won't come up ever again. How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet?
Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points that more than make up for that.
I can see that. That expression in the girl's room. You're quite a thespian.
I don't remember what that means.
A theater actor.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah, she's quite the actor, you might say. Wink, wink.
Keiichi was being horrible. He was thinking, if I were in their shoes, I'd just run her over and rush into the washroom.
What? Did what I was thinking show up on my face again?
Hey, he understands now. Maybe he is actually smarter.
Keiichi-kun was a pervert?
Yes.
Is it really a surprise to you? No, I mean...
That sounded like so pain.
That's not a laugh.
You sounded like you were in agony. Oh my god. I couldn't laugh
What
about
was
it
he
then.
supposed to sound like?
Hmm? Oh, I see. Well, I mean, he was like... I think it was supposed to be like a fake laugh than a pain laugh. I could
I
laugh
see.
about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody in Hinayama. The men claimed they had traveled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was XX kilometers away from Shishibone?
Did she teleport them to the woods?
When I read that
Took
article,
them to a cabin in the woods.
when I read that
It was
article,
double-digit
Go ahead.
kilometers. Double-digit kilometers.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I
No
read
wonder
that
it took a
article,
while.
I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was.
Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy that you called me here today.
Are you going home already? You can stay a little longer.
I was in the middle of organizing some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon.
Futon.
I guess that's true.
Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time.
Also, I have to go home and get shit-faced.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like 6 years old.
When I phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room, but she still came.
Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped.
Besides that, I got to eat a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy.
Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out so suddenly.
Tell Shion I said bye.
I'll be taking my leave then. Rena-san, please take your time.
Yeah, I will. Later.
Rika and Sadako, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left.
Alright, gonna be right back to take a shit.
Alright, you gotta take a shit. Are you actually gonna be right back, or? I guess that's a yes.
Finally, the title was true.
Alright, well, GM's already read this before, so we can just continue. While Rena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Oh? Did the two little ones leave already? Hearing them called the little ones was so strange, I inadvertently burst out laughing.
Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home.
Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people. I heard from my senior. It seems that you won a lot of trouble for my sake.
It was no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch after all. Oh, is it alright if I call you Shi-chan? Which is with me-chan, so I thought it'd be cute.
Well, whatever you want. Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her, almost as if she didn't know this person at all. Rena is pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Or maybe she's never spoken to Rena in her fucking life. Rena
I think
she-
I kind of want Shion and Mion to be the same person, because it'd be funny if Keiichi was right for once.
Okay, but like, here's the thing, right? And I think I said this earlier, but even if Kate, like, Shion is like a twin, that doesn't stop the possibility of Shion sometimes being like an alternate persona of Mion's. Both are
Okay, I
possible.
get what you mean. There's been like things that Shion realistically probably wouldn't have known,
Yeah.
and vice versa. So I think there's something going on there. that we just don't know yet.
Well,
Either way, I think it'd just be funny if Keiichi was right about something significant for once.
Yeah. I have a feeling that they're gonna be shown
think-
side by side soon. Though.
I think what's going on is something called a cell phone.
Okay,
like
that's
a
not
telephone.
really the problem. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is that I think on top of a twin mystery, we might have to end up dealing with, okay, so she's acting kind of like Shion, but is this actually just Mion using her like Shion
maybe
persona
they're twin
to make it even more
maybe they're-
confusing?
Maybe they're twins and they both have split personalities.
Oh no! Oh no! What do I even do if that's the case? Oh god!
That's actually kind of
I don't want to
hilarious.
think
Explode.
about that right
I like
now.
that.
Like, what do I even do if that happens? Anyway, Shion
You
said
take the drug that makes you kill yourself.
Shion said she'd have work soon and hurried back off to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the two of us. Just the two of us.
She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. Huh?
She's just embarrassed.
Still, they really do look the same. Instead of twins, it's like there's another Michan.
They look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather, their insides are completely different. I think those
That is
types of things
not-
are pretty
What?
interesting.
Excuse me?
Besides,
What do you know? What do you know about?
Keiichi be like, ah yes, I have carnal knowledge of both of Sonozaki's.
I was interpreting it more as like he took out their intestines. And he like examined them and we're like, yep, these are different.
These are different guts.
Anyway.
You think that, Keiichi-kun? I think they're identical on the inside, too.
Jesus Christ. It's somehow.
I wonder
Yes, somehow.
I wonder if Rena might be alluding to something. It somehow became silent.
Or cicadas
Rena
inside
was
the restaurant.
Go ahead.
Wait, this restaurant is soundproof. How are there cicadas?
That's what I'm saying.
The cicadas
Wait,
are
that's
inside.
actually a good point. Is this confirmation that the cicadas are just Keiichi going insane? Did we just get
Honestly,
that confirmed? What the fuck?
That'd be kind of hilarious. I could also imagine it being an oversight. Since it's
No,
like a
no,
one
there's
word.
no way they mentioned the restaurant being soundproofed and then forgot about it. There's no way that detail wouldn't come up again. Anyway, Rena was just staring at the pattern the milk made on the surface of her coffee, without saying a word.
They actually have cicada ambiance in the radio on the fucking
Should just have a bunch of cicadas inside the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They need it to
The
they
cicadas
need to
are-
extract the drug that makes you kill yourself from them.
The cicadas took the place of the guys who left.
Oh, I see. They got a special invitation. There's just-
Well, we already
there's
know
just 10
alchemy is a
cicadas
thing in
here.
this universe, so it could be the experiments of an evil alchemist turning people into
Oh, I see.
cicadas.
I see. That makes sense.
And it's not like the otaku are that fussed about it, because it means they get easier upskirt shots.
That's fair. Anyway, for somebody like me who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerism seemed to imply that I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried on for a little while.
It's crazy how Keiichi hasn't realized that, like, it's just a matter of, yes, he planned a date with Shion today and then shows up with another woman.
Rena,
No, he didn't
you
show
said
up with another woman.
He showed up
Like,
with
they came
five.
after.
Yeah, he showed up with 3!
It was 3, and they came after.
Rena, you said it today, right? That Mion was hurting.
Did I say something like that?
Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it on the way home from school.
Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena
My
wanted
God,
to say
self-aware
that
Keiichi.
I was the one who hurt Mion. But when? Me?
Hypothetically, if something like that happened, it's not like I did something out of malice.
Hypothetically liberal.
Let's say, hypothetically, I beat my friends to death with a baseball bat. I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion.
And for the sake of argument, let's say I then proceeded to claw at my own throat.
Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Keiichi-kun had any bad intentions.
Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed that I had hurt Mion. And Rena was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized it.
I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Rena is mad at you.
Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said that as she smiled even more gently than usual. It's just that... Oh, wait, sorry.
How do I say this? It's hard.
Oh, okay, geez, very forward.
No, I knew someone was gonna say it. I didn't want to say it.
You're welcome.
If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. I'm so thick-headed, I disgust even myself. If there's something I should apologize for, then I'd want to know, even a little quicker, so I can make up for it.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that Keiichi-kun made a mistake. Depending on how you look at it, Mii-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance that the girl was the one being unfair might be unfair in itself. That was a difficult sentence to read.
Yes, it was. What Rena said was draped in mystery, almost like the story. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant.
Almost like the story.
The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion. See, the funny thing is, like, I said that as a joke, but there have been multiple lines like that. Like Jesus Christ, Ryukishi, what the fuck, bro?
Like when she was following him back on the end of the first episode that definitely didn't happen yet.
I mean, this is the first episode that's happening right now.
I'm begging you, Ren.
True.
Mion is one of my best friends, so I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So tell me, how did I hurt her?
I can't tell you. You need to realize something like this for yourself.
I think I have an idea. Rena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had this strength of will surprised me for a moment. It's probably the doll, right? I assume it's probably the doll.
It's kind of blatant.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's that hard to figure out.
I'm asking
Probably
you because I
Keiichi
can't
won't
figure it out, you
though.
know?
The doll?
At the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, from Bloodborne.
Oh, right.
Yeah, are we having some
I kind of forgot about that.
I didn't. Anyway. My tone had
It feels like it was an
unintentional
entire Calpar.
bars. Rena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor.
Well then, I guess a hint is just fine. I guess just a hint is fine. This is special, okay?
Sorry. Please, I'll think about this seriously.
I'm sorry.
Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual.
Shi-chan, if she ties her hair up, it's impossible to tell her apart from Mii-chan, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So if Mii-chan let her down her hair, would she be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan?
Probably.
Okay.
But what does that have to do with anything?
What if that her being the younger twin was a lie? That she was just Mii-chan pretending to be her sister? What would you think?
I I feel like she's alluding to something here, but I just can't put my finger on it. Rena was sharper than her daily behavior belied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer.
Isn't it been what he's been saying this whole time?
I feel like it has to not be the right answer now that he's said it.
Now in case he believes that you can't.
It might be unfair to answer a question with another question. But if, like you say, Mian is just pretending to be Shion, what purpose would that serve?
After maintaining the silence for a while, Rena glanced at the clock.
That's what I want you to think about. Maybe that was maybe too much of a hint.
After thanking me for the dessert, Rena stood from her seat.
Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left.
Did she just say, I'm sorry? Is that a
I'm
reference?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that a reference
is that a
to
reference?
Sorry, the board game?
Yes.
Is it okay with you if I tell Shion I'm sorry? I didn't say goodbye. If you tell Shion I'm sorry, I didn't say goodbye.
If you tell Shion, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
Sorry.
Huh?
That Rena is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Keiichi-kun isn't the only one at fault here.
Rena was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized.
I think, to me-chan, it's something that doesn't bother her much anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. But you see, as a girl, I'd hope that Keiichi-kun realizes it by himself and comes to apologize of his own volition.
Wait, as you as a girl or as Keiichi as a girl? Because those are two very different implications.
As Rena as a
speaking
girl.
From her own perspective, yeah.
Rena is speaking from her own perspective here. How...
Switching to cute mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register.
Keiichi, start
Is she gonna rob the place?
Yes.
You understand, this isn't Keiichi's, like,
Keiichi
transgender.
egg real?
It's his
Egg
trans
Keiichi
fat.
real?
Yeah.
Haven't we dreamed about that earlier?
Keiichi, did you lay this egg?
Did you lay this egg?
While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finally done.
Snake?
It was Shion, who had changed into her street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me.
Thank you so much for today. Everything was delicious. We were all really happy with it.
Oh no, don't mention it. But I'm glad everybody had fun. That girl that was just here left as well.
She had some shopping to do. She said she was sorry for leaving without saying anything.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
She said, I'm sorry. I see. Well then, should we leave as well? Even though I'm off duty, I'm still nervous around the workplace. Star. We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. Ooh, date night. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of a breath of fresh air. So Ryukishi knows that we're close to wrapping up the session, and he's commenting on it.
Yeah. He's commenting on Keiichi's hemorrhoids.
That's not what I said. That's not even a little close to what I said.
No, he'd been saying the entire time, so he had hemorrhoids.
Why did you say yeah like it had anything to do with what I said? Explain yourself. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness.
Tally ho, onto the hemorrhoids arc.
Tally ho!
like my ass had been draped in hemorrhoids.
Oh my god. Ah, the hemorrhoid cream. It's gotten dark already. This like keeps devolving. How does it keep getting worse?
It's ascending. It's ascending.
Even though I promised I'd be finished early.
Early? Like early in the Kalpa?
Oh my god, shut up! Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left.
Time left in the Kalpa.
There we go.
Yeah, cause we're in the Kali Yuga, we get it! Oh well! At least we got a little time to chat like this. Saying that, Shion set out for the rest of the tree-lined boulevard behind the station.
And he grabbed the shot that makes you kill yourself.
Oh my god. The front of the station had no drugs that make you kill yourself. And it was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home. The back of the station, on the other hand, we don't talk about that. Well then.
There was a whole nother Kalpa
I guess
back
I'd
there.
just start with an introduction. I was mistaken for my sister when we first met, so we never got to properly introduce ourselves. I could only smile and laugh wryly. My name is Shion Sonozaki. I'm only similar to my older sister in appearance. My sister is rough around the edges and hot-headed, but I'm a composed and methodical person. I remember what Rena and I had been talking about earlier. I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Rena said they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Rena figured out that Shion was Mion. Also, related to that, she said that I had hurt Mion. Rena had given only one hint. That is, why is Mion pretending to be Shion?
Shion, what did you hear about me from Mion?
My sister seems to have taken a liking to you. She talks about you quite a bit. Like about club activities, about getting pranked and pranking you back. Boyish kinds of stories.
She also mentioned when you asked her for advice on hemorrhoid cream.
Yes, that's true. She did give the best advice on hemorrhoid cream.
She told me about the previous Kalpa, where you stabbed her. While saying tally ho, your catchphrase.
There was no stabbing! You can't stab someone with a baseball bat!
Oh wait,
Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude, no.
First of all, they said the previous Kalpa. Onikakushi might not be the previous Kalpa.
Oh, true. Maybe this is
non-linear
the previous Kalpa
timeline. Whoa.
Non-linear Kalpas. Oh my... Like, what if we just had multiple back-to-back Kali Yugas?
Can you just have like can I get like 50 of them?
Well, it looks like we're gonna get about 8 of them. Anyway.
500 Kali Yugas.
Come to think of it, I think there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you? Why do they keep bringing this up? It's making me feel weird. This is giving me a weird feeling.
You're just slowly becoming gay for Mion. It's that simple.
Okay. No. Hold on. First of all,
Look,
no.
Mion calls herself an old man, so therefore she
Second-
can't be a girl.
Second of
Therefore,
all,
she's in Keiichi's strike zone. Old men.
okay, but like they keep bringing this up. Why? Why do they keep bringing this up? What is happening?
Just to stick us Keiichi.
And then there's the whole Keiichi titty skills arc. Like, I don't know what's happening anymore, dude. Was that what happened to? Was that what happened that hurt Mion? Wait, what is he saying? Ah, I see. Mion herself said that she wished she'd been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she? Kei-chan, you look like you're having fun.
Huh? No, that's not true.
Even though you're bad at hiding things, you sure like to lie, don't you? Still, I don't hate you for it. Saying that, she lightly chopped my forehead. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how she was murdered. I mean, how I hurt Mion.
Why'd the world turn black and white?
It is funny that the world turned black and white. It gave me this...
Does that mean Keiichi got incapped?
No,
it's because the end of the Kali Yuga is approaching.
Oh, I see. Okay, but like, the picture turning black and white gave me the same vibe as like when people post on Twitter, like a black and white picture of somebody, and they'll be like, this is this famous person, aged 67 or whatever. But like, they're not actually dead, they're just aged 67. You know what I'm talking about, right?
This is this famous person when they were a baby, and it's just a black and white picture.
Yeah, anyway. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Rena had left me with. Hey, see that? Don't you think it's pretty? You think even a guy would find it pretty?
Yeah, it is pretty.
Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me by all sorts of stores I would never normally enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her anything, and I wasn't getting bored either. She was trying to indoctrinate me into being a girl. It was just something to talk about as we walked around.
Shion's actually trying to figure out how to get Mion and Keiichi to swap bodies.
I mean, that would be pretty funny if that's what was happening. Like, what if this was actually the Titty Skittles arc? That would be awesome.
God.
In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. See, the funny thing is, I might not actually be wrong, and if I'm not wrong, you two are probably losing your mind right now. Anyway, we discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but I didn't lose interest. I had the feeling she was good at conversation. Kei-chan, is this your first time doing this kind of thing?
Yeah, it is. If someone didn't bring me into these accessory shops, I don't think I'd set foot in one in my entire life.
Not that. I meant more like this. Oh. Bwah? Sorry, wait, let me do that more like King of the Hill.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's not bad.
Back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine.
Oh my god! Keiichi Hill.
They're so casually whipping that out.
God damn it, Keiichi! Hey, you don't have to act so surprised.
Why is Shion angle though?
It's not so embarrassing. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Read the rest of the line. Read the rest of the line as Hank Hill.
Today, it's not so embarrassing to link arms with a girl.
That all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
Where are those good old family values?
No fashion values.
Now you have to voice Mion as Peter Griffin in exchange.
Oh my god, no! I'm not keeping up with this bit. No, I'm done. Shion's expression was a little bit miffed, but suggestive at the same time. Ooh, tally ho.
I'm not that embarrassed. If you want some arms, I can spare one or two. Here.
He just rips off his own arms.
Yeah.
You just ripped off your arms. Kei-chan, you really do know how to entertain someone. I see why my sister took a liking to you, because you're a masochist.
If you don't want my arm, I'm taking it back.
Aw, come on. I just want to give you a hand. I'm happy to have it. Laughing in good spirits, she unlocked her arm with mine, and she didn't sound like Hank Hill at all. My heart skipped a beat.
Or Lois Griffin.
Almost as if the Hank Hill previously had been an illusion. This question might be a bit mean, but I want to enjoy seeing your reaction. Kei-chan, have you ever been arm in arm with a girl before? Around a bonfire at a field trip doesn't count, by the way. That little devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be.
Well, if field trips are out, this is rough.
I thought as much.
You really are Shion, right?
Oh, wait, sorry, this line first.
That impish laugh, it really is the same as Mion's. You really are Shion, right? You're not just Mion saying that you're Shion, are you?
Are you thinking that my sister might pretend to be me?
I thought you were twins until not just now. But the way you mess around is just like Mion.
You're just saying that. You can tell us apart easily. Is she about to give us a tutorial? Oh my god, thank you, Shion. Oh, thank you.
What do you mean by that?
If my sister was holding your arm like this, would you get nervous?
I would. I'd be completely on edge worrying about when she would go for an arm lock.
Shion laughed so hard she had to hold on to her sides.
Hey, is it really that funny? You're tearing up.
No, it's just... Oh, that's a good sprite. No, it's just...
Why is she mewing?
I was
Jesus, why is he really?
I was thinking about how hopeless my sister is. She isn't even able to get a young man hot and bothered when she's arm in arm with him. She really is a failure as a woman.
This is the reverse NTR arc?
Okay, I feel like
Fail woman.
The reverse self multi-personality disorder NTR
I
art.
feel like this is kind of supporting my confirmation bias just a little bit. Just by the way, this line right here, this does not seem like something Mion would say about herself so easily, with like zero reaction. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sometimes.
You also skipped the narration.
Oh shit. Fuck. Dick. Anyway. I remembered once again that I'd heard someone say that before. Sometimes I think that my sister would have been better off if she'd been born as a boy. If she did, I might have fallen for her. What?!
Wait.
What?
That is a crazy line! Crazy line! Just kidding! Okay,
Boundaries.
this is giving me this chapter is giving me some very bad vibes about what's happening already.
Mion did say something about wanting to be born a boy.
Trans incest.
My sister is on the fence as to whether she wants to be a boy or a girl. Well, it's the price she pays for living an awkward lifestyle. Just leave her be.
You've been saying some pretty harsh things about your sister right now.
Mion has some soft parts to her I don't like.
Like the throat.
The way that Shion talked somehow sounded cold.
Shion, do you not get along with Mion?
Well, we get along well enough. Still, there's a few things for which I can't forgive her as a sister. Hey, look at that. Don't you think it's cute?
Now please ignore everything I just said.
She literally just pulled a hey, look over there. Ignore all the text
Yeah.
previous. That's not suspicious or weird or anything. Don't think about it. That means you should really think about it. Anyway, I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. What was there was the familiar display window of a toy shop. The same shop that was the stage for the incident that occurred during last Sunday's club activities. What Shion was pointing at was a display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort girls would like.
I wonder why girls like these kinds of things.
Bunny. See, bunny.
I just realized, why is the thing on the side reversed?
Which
What?
one?
What side?
Like the side of the vending machine. The text is reversed for some reason.
That is a good question.
Anyway.
Particularly considering all the
Yeah,
katakana.
No,
all the
It's
other
Hebrew.
text is fine. I don't.
Yeah.
That's not what Hebrew looks like. It's because they're
Yeah, it's close enough.
Do you speak written Hebrew? I didn't think so.
no, but I
You
I
speak
own the
written-
You're not a true Project Moon fan unless you can read Hebrew.
Soggy. I own the Ars Goetia. I've seen a little bit of Hebrew before. Anyway, it's because they're cute. Don't you think?
Oh
they're
yeah, have you
cute,
summoned a
Keiichi?
demon yet?
Yeah, I summoned Gop yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Hi,
What'd
say
you
hi,
do?
Gop. Hello.
That's terrible.
Alright, anyway, did you already read this? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm
No.
gonna have to. I'm gonna
I'm a
have
man.
to find my copy of it and pick up the one that the spell that lets me summon your mom.
What?
I don't really get that vibe.
That's just called 50 McDonald's dollars menu burgers.
Exactly.
Now, which one do you think is the cutest out of all of these, Kei-chan? Shion, pulling on my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. They were lined up like they were close sisters, taking a commemorative photo, as if they were close sisters of some kind. As if they were twins, almost. A few of them seemed strangely familiar.
I've seen those 4 over there somewhere.
Oh, I guess they really are famous. If even you know about them. Shion sounded impressed. These are new dolls that were just brought in from England. They still have some available here, but around the cities, they have trouble keeping them on the shelves. Even though they're supposed to be inexpensive, it seems like they started to come at a premium.
I guess girls still like these kinds of things even as they grow up.
It depends on the person, but I think that girls who don't like dolls and stuffed animals are pretty few and far between. Even my tomboy of a sister said these were adorable.
Oh, even Mion says they're adorable. That is pretty amazing.
It's definitely the dolls. That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave this one to us after Sunday's event. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something. I really do think that one's the best. That frilly dress really gives it something.
That's it. That's the one the shop owner gave to me.
So it seems. Shion replied softly, but clearly. Uncle Yoshiro gave those out as thanks for helping liven things up at Sunday's event. It seems he gave them to the 4 friends my sister brought along.
Uncle Yoshiro?
Yeah.
Oh, Yoshiro?
No, Yoshio.
Uncle Yoshiro. Let's just ignore that for now. Anyway, so you got the doll with the dress then. What did you think? It was really cute, right? As a man, there's no way I'd think it was cute. So, what did you do with the doll?
I wasn't really going to do anything with it. So I gave it to someone.
To who? Shion laughed. I can hear an audible click run through my head, like a piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. Okay, so maybe he's not that stupid.
No, because now that he says this, now you can't believe it's possibly the reason.
No, I still think it's the reason. I can't think of much else. Like, nothing else has happened this chapter. Anyway.
Oh, this music, this gear, this is a great track.
I think this is a new track.
Yeah, I think this is the first time.
Alright,
I played.
who wants to take
Gear is fucking
Master?
fantastic.
Thank you very much for today, everyone.
Oh, it's gonna. Fair enough.
You made the event turn out great. It's not much, but here's something extra for today.
I don't think this is how he sounded, but that's okay. Uncle Yoshiro. Sama. Isn't there a little something for me, too?
My. Quite an adorable one, is it not?
When Sadako and Rika-chan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside.
Wow, they're so cute. Can I take them home? I really can.
Which means there's something for me too? Well, I got a pretty adorable one.
This coming from the man who says it's not cute as a guy.
It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Sadako was the same, and Rika-chan too? I see. It wasn't just Rena, Sadako, and Rika-chan. there was one other person who seemed jealous. And Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. Not wanting her expression to give it away, she had said that to hide her embarrassment.
Well, I guess it's cute and pretty. I can admit, it's adorable. But a dull change of clothes is, eh.
If you walked around with it, then you'd been treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow. Definitely. Mion's usual teasing way of talking. I looked around to see who I should give the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. But I didn't.
Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you.
This scene feels like proto-Umineko, if that makes sense to me. Anyway, turning away from Mion's covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it have just been standard practice to give it to her? At that time, I had noticed that something was wrong. That's why I said it.
My catchphrase, tally ho.
Just protecting myself. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets at night would be scary.
He said it, he said tally ho!
Yeah, he's always been saying it.
No doubt, no doubt.
I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just doesn't feel right.
Keiichi,
You don't really want to solve
Keiichi, you are horrible with the ladies. You are so bad with the ladies, oh my god.
There's a reason he goes for men.
I mean, he did get a date, to be fair.
Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at the time I didn't notice it. I had thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I? You know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. Mion herself had said that with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I had hurt her.
That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice.
Huh? Xion asked, probably thinking she misheard me.
The uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion, but if it's Xion, I think it works.
Huh? You mean that, Xion, like Rena often does, spaced out and turned bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Xion. Saying that it didn't suit Mion, but that it suited Xion. Saying that it suited her seemed to make her happy.
Mion's younger twin sister, she's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer from Mion.
That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Xion has a cold and scary personality.
I think that when you guys were born, Xion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl.
This is gonna
I
be
can't believe
so
it. It's
awkward when it's revealed that it's
Metal Gear.
actually a twin.
I can't believe this. This is a Metal Gear Solid reference. She got all the feminine
Solid
genes.
Snake?
Liquid Snake.
This is gonna be awkward sauce. Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seems she was happy that I said Xion was cute. Sneaking a look inside the box, to say that she put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside.
Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right?
Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. I'm not my sister. That was how she said it. Xion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was saying that she was Xion, and that I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion was Xion, it carried a special meaning. Or maybe Shion is a different person.
Michan is
It'll be
mysterious,
funnier
right?
if you're horribly wrong.
It would be really funny.
She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy.
They keep bringing it up! Why? Why do they keep bringing it up? That's what Rena said.
You're making fun
You
of
see-
Keiichi, but you're not seeing it.
Even that Michan is actually really feminine.
Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly?
That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know?
I'm trying to have an unserious conversation, you know?
I'm trying to have the least serious possible conversation.
You have to say tally ho now.
I will not.
You have to.
That's not Rena's
It's
I'm gonna
not-
ban
catchphrase.
you from the
Catchphrase.
server.
Yeah.
If you don't say tally ho right now, Rena began to pout because
Admin
she
abuse.
was banned from the server for not saying tally ho. And now probably wasn't the right time to say tally ho now. The moment's passed.
Michan is the club president, so she's trying really hard to lead everybody. But she's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun.
There never was a riddle to begin with. I don't like that line. I don't like that line. I don't like that line. I don't like it. Rena was saying that the answer right from the beginning. I do not like those two lines in sequence. So then I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah,
I know Kei-chan didn't mean anything wrong. At least he didn't intend to.
yeah. Keiichi-kun isn't the type of person to hurt others. So there's no reason for you to feel hurt by this, Michan.
Oops. Then what was it? Frustration? Sadness? I don't know at all.
Did you want it? The doll, I mean. It wouldn't really help even if I gave you the doll I got, would it?
You're right.
How about this, Michan? Try asking Keiichi-kun. You might be able to solve the problem if you tackle it head on.
There's no way I could do that.
Is it too embarrassing to do that now?
I want to try again. As somebody other than me. This time, I can be more honest with myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty fond of the relationship I have with Kei-chan. This might be selfish, but one more time.
Keiichi-kun would definitely notice.
I wonder if that's true.
Rena will cheer you on too. So let's find a way for you to ease your sadness. Believe me. I won't let anything happen that'll make you cry, Michan.
Okay, so we've at the very least confirmed that Shion is a persona. Persona reference? Oh my god. I'll believe.
The gun that makes you shoot yourself.
I'll believe.
I told you.
Keiichi-kun will definitely come to understand.
This is a
He'll say he's
long
sorry for saying
chapter.
something so callous.
This is a much longer
Then he'll bring you
chapter
to
than I
that
thought.
store
Go ahead.
and buy that doll for you as a present.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, Michan, you'll say thank you. You can't fool around. Say it honestly.
Yeah.
Keiichi-chan was right.
And then we got sucked up by Gop. If I said I wanted it, Kei-chan, would you buy it for me? Mion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflexively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment. But like Mion, I quelled that impulse.
Okay, Mio. As thanks for everything until today, I'll buy you whichever one you want.
My voice cracked with the unfamiliar words. In order to not lose Mion to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. But I'm not Mion, I'm Shion.
Shion, then. I'll buy it for you, Shion.
This is gonna be really awkward when we find out that they're twins, like, probably next episode. If I'm correct. Shion looked down, red-faced. She pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window. Is it really okay? The one in the dress is a little expensive, isn't it?
This isn't a matter of price. It's a matter of feelings.
Oh, this is a new track too, I think. When I was saved by Kei-chan from those unsavory customers today, I was really happy. I think I remember hearing that this particular track has like audio clipping issues in the original. I wonder if we'll hear that. Anyway. Even though my coworkers didn't save me, Kei-chan did. You grabbed me by the shoulder really firmly, right? Right then, you were really cool. Even then, I was so embarrassed, I couldn't properly express my gratitude. I clamped my hand down on Shion's head, and ruffled her hair roughly. Like how I would to Rena and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Rena would have, spaced out and blushed slightly.
You don't have to think too hard about it. I should have just given it to you back then. If I did that, then everybody would have had a good laugh.
Shion didn't respond, because I was talking about something she had no idea about. She had turned bright red, like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears.
I go buy it for you right now. Wait right here.
This line, again, bad vibes. Bad vibes. This is definitely a twin sister moment. I'll go with you. Saying that, she grabbed onto my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore. I think I know why my sister likes you. Hey, is it alright if I start to like you a bit too, Kei-chan? The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Whoa! What am I doing? Tally-ho! I had reached my tally-ho limit.
I don't think there's such a limit.
Smiling wryly to hide my embarrassment, I dragged Shion into the store with me.
And proudly announced, "Tally-ho!"
True, that's his famous catchphrase. He uses it all the time.
Excuse me, I want to buy that doll in the dress that's in the window.
After a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon appeared. No buying display items. I told you! I fucking told you! I fucking told you! I fucking told you guys! And you were all like, no! She's in Rion's head! No!
I trusted Enrica's words from the very beginning.
I thought it would be funnier.
Listen to me!
I just thought it would be
shenanigans! Fuck!
I just thought it would be really funny if Keiichi was right. Now I'm bummed out that he wasn't.
Okay, well, to be fair, no one else is here. No one else is here right now.
We don't see Shion in the frame yet, so we don't actually have confirmation of the different people.
Okay,
She
but
might
like
have
even if
changed really quickly.
even if Shion is in the frame, I don't really trust it unless like the club members are there to see it as well.
To be honest, I kind of started to think that like
Well,
there's
here
no
it
way
is!
there would be.
Here it is, baby!
They're all there's definitely gonna be some funny shenanigans.
Oh, there's
She's
gonna be
actually just-
shenanigans. Oh no.
She's actually just moving so fast, it looks like there's two of her.
Oh, she's just like repeatedly moving between those two spots, and she's doing a
she's
full
like the
costume
Flash.
change every time.
She's like the Flash.
What if she just has like multiple layers of like, you know that Velcro clothing that you can tear off for like stage
Oh my
productions?
god.
She just has
Yeah.
multiple layers of that on, and she keeps walking back and forth, tearing off the outfits. Anyway, this has nothing to do with you. I'm on a date with Kei-chan right now.
She's really rubbing it in.
What? Why is Kei-chan? Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself, because I didn't think about this possibility at all. Mion looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise. But that was the same with me. If she was here, then who was right next to me? They've been
Then who was
saying
phone?
it literally from the start that this is Shion and this is Mion. From the start, they've been saying it. Anyway, I said it right at the beginning, see?
Written in real time.
Literally written in real time. I'm Shion Sonozaki, my sister's younger twin. Kei-chan, you even called me Shion, didn't you? Shion, saying that, pouted cutely. What is going on? Tell me, Shion. Not much. I was wondering what kind of person this Kei-chan you were so infatuated with was. So I happened to give him a ticket to the dessert festa. There, I was being bothered by all sorts of troublesome customers. Kei-chan gallantly appeared and saved me by kicking them all to the curb, or something like that. Alright, wait. 3, 2, 1.
What?
Both Mion and I raised our voices pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost.
Mion, you phoned me yesterday, right?
I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I delivered that bento for you, didn't I, Kei-chan? That was me, right?
It was me, Barry!
It wasn't my sister! The person known as Mion Sonozaki put together a bento and bravely went to a boy's home to deliver it, maybe. Oh, you're a lot bolder than you look, sis. With a loud pop, a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head. No,
She was shot.
I don't know. See, Kei-chan? My sister says she doesn't know. So everything up until yesterday was me, Shion Sonozaki. You might have thought it was my sister pretending to be me, but with this, there's no doubt, right? I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. If there was a mirror around, I could have seen my eyes go wide from the shock. Okay, I called this so hard. For real. Oh my god.
Okay,
You're so proud of it.
But what if they still have split personalities?
But that seems to be the case though, right? Cause like, they just confirmed pretty much that she dressed up as Shion to deliver that bento. And she probably did not mean it as from Shion. Anyway. Now, little Miss Shopkeeper, could you wrap up that doll in the window? It's the first present from the person I've come to love, so make sure you tie it up nicely with a ribbon. Mia.
Wow, what an ass.
Yeah, so I think
Shion's great.
I think Shion might be a bit of an asshole.
No, it's great. I know what you're talking about. It's fantastic.
Mion, completely flustered, was being cornered by a sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working. To be fair, Mion did directly tell us that her personality was like cold. Anyway.
Was like, what?
What?
You cut off?
Cold.
Kei-chan... What is going on? Well, let's go. Kei-chan, it's already dark out, so I'll see you home. Sis, sorry, but could you phone the house in Okinomiya and have them send out a car? Maybe a van that we can fit a bike into, please. In contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face, Mion was an empty shell, and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment, tally-ho.
Distant cicadas.
Kei-chan. After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Alright, take a shit, everybody.
Take a shit.
It's probably a good stopping point, by the way.
This is a great stopping point.
It's past stopping point.
We stop at Mion getting cucked.
Okay, I'm so glad I called that. I'm so glad I called it.
I still wanted Keiichi to be right for once. I'm bummed out.
Not easy being green. Figure out the twins. Oh no. No!
Kermit the Frog was responsible for everything from the start.
Anyway,
Jim Henson.
thanks
Tally
for
ho.
coming, everyone, to Funny Twin Fun Time Show. Tally ho!